Hello, family. Nobody no get for cam for make saloon if we no make cam for we safe. Nobody no get for cam for help saloon if we no help am for we safe. Let we stop tribalism. Let we stop nepotism. Na saloon. Let we all push saloon go before. Me family, I know say boko for na surprise for see me because not to me regular program. However, with Sister Matilda, I get some engagement for do, so he asked me for step in. So now that make una see me tonight. So again, I know say I can always say Matilda in shoes, very, very big for fulfill. But I go do my best, and because of that, I really want to make this program light. And for the people and we don't know me, we maybe they see me for the first time because my own program most times na late in the evening. My name na Abdul Karim Kagbo. I'm based na Canada and my specialty na economics. So again, my bread and body tea way they put food na my table, where they help me for feed my family na economics. So again, this program they call them salon issues. So where we they talk about the issues most times na VOS, and I go speak on behalf of all the presenters them. We need to just give the issues. We they also profile solutions because now that's not the essence for like we able for thrive up to this point. So in that regard, before I go further, I go encourage you to follow and share because again, this is not something we go help for let other people participate in the program. So right now, Mr. Seth the share to the groups that we are joined, and for the people in way maybe for whatever reason they get them from me and they get them from other group members. They are not forgive me for that because we are in the program and they able to go through the group itself for know who that if they don't duplicate the sharing. So they are not forgive me for that, and not to something we do intentionally for spam the group. So again, I want to appeal on behalf of VOS to all the the moderators them, now then group then they, or the admins, now then group then they for let them forgive we and let them be very accommodating, because it's not to something we now ill intention say we just want for spam. And una know very well say me particularly I not can like for share anything else other than things then for VOS. So as a result of that, I go encourage we all for like we share, and as I they do right now, they share to me groups them. So fumble them, we get Boku things they will want for talk about, but if we not see the program very general, we want for talk about some of the things them where we feel say in the past, but they focus heavily on the present, because as I can say, we only can learn from the past. No way, not the way we go change the past. So that's not the reality of things. But what we can do based on the past, now learn we they learn from what we do in the past. Either the good things then we do, and we try for keep them good things then they and continue them, and maybe make small modification for improve them, or the things then we not do well, and then we learn from that mistake they either try for change things to the better, let we will do them better this time around, or we not do them at all. If we know say from the past, we do that in the and it cost the country huge resources, not to just money, but even cost people lives and all that. And the reason we make her say this now because of I want to talk about a certain case where we see say since 2017, now ECOWAS make ruling on that case day. And then they also point to we few things them now. And they also speak to the fact say government na continuity. So not to just for say, oh well, now APC be dead, so let APC then deal with it. No, APC don't come out na governance. So now na SLPP they in governance. So anything like this case where I decide so, where then sue the government. So now SLPP, now the ECOWAS, they ask for pay the compensation. I will talk a little bit about that case day. And also last week, well, on Thursday, not actually last week, I talked about the trip where President Bill don't take. And the thing them way, like I say no more, we always need for learn from we mistake. If we not do that, we will continue for the do things them we not right. And so that's not something we again at the appeal, and I know say generally the thing where they observe, we know very well say we the independent people them na salon onoboku. So because we did try for bring we programs them now the middle and think first about Sierra Leone, we dey observe say Boku of we supporters them we loyal. APC and SLBP supporters them, then they ditch VOS. I completely understand that. Now that's make some people and they say like I remember a comment where the person say really surprised that VOS gets this much expertise, and at the same time they talk about things them, give solutions them way go push the country go before, but people they come for listen. Rather quote unquote, they say them. I think he used the word mediocrity platform them, and then they get boku views. It's very clear why that they happen, because them their platform then very skewed to one particular political party, and the supporters them of that political parties then they come specifically for like they sort of express their loyalty. And because then people are they say waiting the NYAE, then they patronize them platform then they. But VOS not in any competition with them platform then they, because we number one goal not to forgain that kind negative popularity. The reason we make us say negative popularity because for like the country they go bad. And then ona we supposed for speak, we the media we supposed for be the fourth estate and all the government from the past to the present, accountable, point to the mistakes them where the previous government make, and try for bring a calm to the attention of this current government, and tell them, say them mistake then they let we learn from them, let we not do the mistakes then they again. But waiting them platform they can do again, this not a bashing, I just they explain no more, because few people that don't ask this question. So within them platform then they do is then they always look at the negative side of the opposition to the party within they. So if let's say now SLPP supporters them, then go point T now, then go blame the APC for almost everything where they go wrong in the country, even the hardship of the current the country, the current hardship in the country, then they blame them on APC squarely. So similarly, the APC folks then, instead of then go back and say, okay, well, I'll give example on Thursday about that toll gate, where specifically now 2015 and are under an escoma, and it very clear say that particular toll gate day not a good contract at all, not a good initiative, the way how they craft the contract, and something where really every Sierra Leonean for frown upon, that the fact say then give absolute like it be one-sided. So then give all the powers, because maybe that word absolute will be strong, but then give most of the powers for implement that contract day to the Chinese company. So meaning that the government or the people of Salon then get a short end of the bargaining stick. And then they're wrong, because we need for condemn that, and we need for blame it on the previous APC administration. So then kind analysis then they will not do them that way they, even the APC folks them, if their people here, like the APC politicians, then they go to them, say, oh, on one for on a vote we in and stuff. Right now, and for all them accountable as to what thing did they do in a parliament, how did they try for champion the people their business, their interests, the parliament. Una no need for just all the time they focus on the ruling party, because una feels in opposition, una just the bash. So now that I want to talk about today, and I make a say a light program, but where it happens say in terms of politics, nothing or the way light these days na salon. But Fambulem, that's now the sort of preamble as to waiting I want follow we delve into tonight. And in addition to that, I will talk about in general the things them way I feel say, especially in my area, the economic aspect, because a president bill in government, they do the same thing over and over, but sadly enough, they expect different result. According again, this not I know I sound disrespectful. According to a famous philosopher say, where you they do the same thing over and over, but you expect different result, positive result in this case, then they na a classic definition of insanity. Say like na salon would they say Chris. So another say na yeah, President Bill Chris. Again, I'm not to that how they say, because let people don't misunderstand me. But what they say is President Bill keep doing the same thing over and over, and I go give now the reference within I mean by this. But they do the same thing over and over and over. And then they expect say, well, this time around the results will be different. No, then they are very clear clearly fit that definition of insanity. And the other thing where I know we get time for talk about on Thursday, now the visit of the, because now something we don't make around social media, the ACC prosecutor. Boku people that don't say, well, President Bill, they go down and things like that. Yes, it talk about official visit. Very clearly, it talk about official visit. However, that official visit day, it can mean Boku things them. But I can always say at this point, again, I use a famous parable way the Nigerians think you always use. They can say, Agbolo need they come out santem for nothing. If you see Agbolo come out santem, it go mean say something they run after him or in they run after something. And a popular parable, mostly the Nigerians, they always have to use na salon, but the Nigerians them so fond of that parable day where I can they watch the Nigerian movies them. So for like the prosecutor of the ICC, when at the International Criminal Court, for like them put and say official visit to Sierra Leone. Remember the word official. So it means they currently they investigate something. So the question now is, I know say Boku people and they speculate, but rightfully so, waiting na the main thing where ICC they investigate na salon. Where then come salon and can investigate things them na salon, because this na the chief prosecutor, the prosecutor of ICC. So for like a camp salon, and not to just say, oh, well, I can't sabi salon or like kind of a vacation. No, this is an official visit. And he meet with the vice president, because the president's not in the country. He meet with the vice president, and well, the media not able for understand clearly waiting and talk about. But for the fact say, a go a salon, and the go salon, he embark on an official trip that concerning. Again, I know what follow we take this as a political issue. I know say like I said before, and everything to Sierra Leoneans in these days now politics. Something where even they affect the country Trangawan to them now politics. And now that kind of thing they I really want follow we push away from this particular program. But una can feel free though, because again, this is not democracy. If una want to talk about that, then that's fine. But again, it go really nice for we concentrate a little bit, if not entirely, but a little bit about that particular aspect where it can visit. It can possibly say, I remember una be boku of una be bash me way then send a letter to the government, well, through the foreign ministry, we then say they want to forget a meeting with, again, I just the kind of paraphrase, they don't say, but they say particularly the same prosecutor, they say want to forget a meeting with the government. And within the government folks then say, oh, well, now for can't tell, for come congratulate Salon because of we get a seat. Now the UN Security Council, temporary seats, now the UN Security Council. So then come for congratulate Sierra Leone, and also for can inquire as to how Salon can able for collaborate with the UN and the ICC and champion peace around the world. So now that way they be color. But we know say under President Koroma, something similarly be don't happen. President Koroma be don't receive a letter from ICC. We then try for investigate some allegations them against in government. And I'll be talk about that as well, saying this not something we completely unique. The previous administration we don't receive similar letter we ask for let them meet and then do some investigation, at least preliminary investigation. So that's not something we again I bring to our attention. So this one now, we don't know what in the government go say, the kind spin where the government go spin this, because a very clear. So the previous time, in my opinion, they spin them. I don't want to go through all that again for like an obona, well, not sound like a broken record. But however, I just want for bring to our attention, say, from all within the research where I do, the government be try for spin that particular letter day. And to me, I not be buy 'em. And plenty of una not be agree with the government at the time we then try for downplay and even upplay, if at all. I will use the opposite of downplay, like try for upsell the visit and twist them and say now in the favor of the government, because the government don't, they can't occupy at the time. I think that be December that be happen where the government be supposed for resume their position or for take them position at the Security Council as a temporary member, non-permanent member in January at that time. So this now that I really want for bring to our attention. So now do not say a courtesy visit, okay? Now official visit. So now two different meaning that. Like a courtesy where you go say, okay, well, like that, we then spin. We then say, oh, now just for can talk about how salon go push things, then go before and all that and that type of thing. But the official visit, and remember this now prosecutor, somebody where they dig, where they investigate issues them. So we need for understand the man in position, okay, we do make the assessment here. So in the first place, now prosecutor, meaning that they go after potentially the bad guys. And at that, like the primary objective of imposition for go after the bad guys. So for like a day on that official duty day, where it's supposed for they go after the bad guys, and then una flip them around and say, well, this will be in the interest of the country and things like that. No, this official visit, this time, I don't think say it go all water. Let sort of make big phone. Again, I know say na news way don't they out for a little bit, but I just think say la put me on, la give me on take on it. Since now, something we're very important as well, because some Sierra Leoneans them go see this as an opportunity for all the government accountable to account. Because again, I don't tell you severally, me goal now, yeah, first of all, now for make the government, all the government accountable, and me as the VOS in general as the fourth estate, now for all the government accountable, and we will be a watchdog. I don't show now within it mean. I'm not gonna go through that again. But Lamrana Ba, and I want to say kudos to him and Boku Tenki for where they do a marvelous job for bringing them here closer to we know this alone. So he said the prosecutor of at International Criminal Court (ICC), Karim Khan, is in Sierra Leone on an official visit. So now that's a try for underline here, an official visit. He is expected to meet with Vice President VP Jallo. He will also be hosted this afternoon at the Sierra Leone Law School to present a lecture on the role of the ICC prosecutor. So this now something we again that parable agbolo ne they come out santem for nothing. If agbolo come out nado santem, it either means say they pursue him, like somebody they chase him or something they chase him, or in they chase after something. So, but Agbolone they come out something for nothing. So the prosecutor, and I feel say that official visit, not just kind of can give pleasantry, like can just give like how they be tell with the last time, praise to the government, or can congratulate the government, or can just make the government know say that they do good job because the last time, and that's not be the emphasis where the government say because of the good job where President Bill don't do, and also in the past where Salon we don't go gets the experience where we go through, so they feel say we go be the better people them or the better country for help with Baku things the way they go on na the world, particularly in Africa. And the last time I be even making clear say one of the files them way then give Salon now for look into Sudan issue and see how they're able for help Sudan come with a concrete solution to what's they happen right now. And that's in they done they gone for quite a while. And they also say for we look into Congo, the RC, the situation as well. And then two big files then the last one I check, then be make Salon start with. And have two huge files then. But however, this visit to Sierra Leone, it mean a lot. Yes, again, we can speculate, but it can be good thing, it can be not so good thing. But for the facts in our official visit, so to me, I think say we need to watch this very closely. And to me, now one of the things then this they also appeal. Now I use the opportunity for appeal to the government and saying things then like this. And nice, unless if not negative something, no, because something were negative, I should say the government's not going for be transparent, especially if not negative on their part. They're not going for be transparent and make the people of Sierra Leone come into the whole, let them understand what they go on. I get that. But however, to me, I think say a very essential for like the government try for they bring, if not high level self, I always did talk this, if not high level self, let them come and give high level and say, okay, well, the prosecutor of ICC become na salon it can visit, and the visit now this, so let people rest assured say we there on top of things, or Sierra Leone they help with they help the international community for let we push peace and stability, particularly in the region, the sub-region of ECOWAS go before, because beaucoup things that only happen now. ECOWAS and the ICC now they look for ways where Salon go help them for see if they can try then go try for prosecute some people them were fully responsible for this disturbance now the sub-region. Let we know then kind of thing in there. Otherwise the Sierra Leone people then go continue, especially with boku things then they go on other country there, then go continue for the negatively or think otherwise of waiting they go on and saying that the government they in trouble. So as a result, the ICC now the government in back, they investigate the government and stuff. It can be true, but if not so true, say that's not the case. To me, I think say now responsibility to the government of Sierra Leone for come out and make the people of Sierra Leone the article, or then get the picture, then clearly understand the reason why, at least the main reason why we see this prosecutor make an official visit to Sierra Leone. So this na my own take in terms of that particular topic there, because the government no go get no way for convince me say, well, then come because of this way they not be transparent. And the lack of transparency, they can feel say plenty time a day in their interest, but no, not they in the government interest at all. Waiting that they do, they allow we all, now social media, now the country, outside of the country, you were quiet, it allow we all for able see or try for second guess things the way they go on at the country, particularly where it relate to something we get for do with the government. Similar to what currently they happen, now that Chinese visit. We don't they see that. And in the past, we don't they see Boku secret deals them. And until after we APC come out today and Escoma government come out there, now we don't they see things that don't they come open. And now they wrong for a government. If now they think about that legacy, say let's Sierra Leone people remember your government where you don't come out there, say this person and bring this. Now in being otherwise, now more of the negative things like how they can always say negative things than they sell. So now more of especially let's say now where the hardship they all over the country, like throughout. Even with some of the politicians themselves, yes, would they say then and then they make the money and all that. But guess what? Where the price then continue for they go up, so that money where you feel say that salary where you feel say na plenty salary and not go be enough for buy the same amount of things that we be they buy the time where things they not be that expensive. So meaning how we talk that by economics, we say you purchasing power. So the same salary we be they get, if they give more things them for buy from that salary day. But now, because of the value of the money don't reduce, meaning that things then so expensive. I'm not gonna go deep into waiting make them expensive, but things they're so expensive that even the politicians self, yes, maybe they're not gonna suffer the same way as it not going to affect them because I don't use the word suffering. It not going to affect them the same way as it going to affect the average salon person, but still it going to affect them. So as a result of that, that's something where is still they in their own interest for like they're able do something we go minimize the impact then they now the country and the people of Sierra Leone. So now let we move forward to the topic. But before I do that though, I want for share the numbers them as I can always do and I'll open the phone line, given that I don't put forward now the within I will say the preamble or the essence of within I want to talk about. So like you know the phone numbers then. The phone numbers then on the screen for una we in North America, we na Mexico, Canada, and US. This on another for pay anything a toll free number, and the number for call toll free now 1-866-944-7722. 1-866-944-7722. If you didn't UK, the number for call we now +44-20-80-89-1455. The number for call +44-20-80-89-1455. If you didn't Australia, the number way for reach we now +61-29-09-84337. The number for each way, if you're in Australia, where it will be local call from Australia, particularly that Sydney area, now +61-29-09-84337. If you're in any other part of the world, or even self country we don't display the numbers, we get rating I can always call the one port number, and this one port number the number they allow you for call from any part of the world where you did. So that's not the WhatsApp number, and the WhatsApp number for each we fambulem now 1-343 1-343-997-5828. 1-343-997-5828. And this now the VOS WhatsApp number. Any sign at the wall where you day, you can able call this number, and if we not get anybody on the line, we will definitely take your call. And also we get with VOS radio station at Freetown, we na FM 91.9. I will encourage you now for like una listen to that radio day. And as a matter of fact, una cable listen through the app, and I will talk about the app in the end of the program. I will talk about the functionalities them, and the key functionalities them, particularly where go push salon people and go before in terms of collaborating. And this not just number for bashing. We even get areas them where you can able for use as a way for also write articles, give you solutions, not to just bashing, or something where you go say critical of the government in a constructive way. You can write about that as well, and let you know if this idea where you get other people them believe in that idea they, or they think similar way. So it's nice for collaborate. Let we all try for see how we go able for give we 2 cents. And I go begin I go actually after the program today, I go sort of write an article, summary of the article. And what thing I go they do is like the thing they want to talk about either before or after the program. I go summarize the article, and they, because plenty of the articles then they I can get them from the Sierra Leone, but sometimes they can be very lengthy for let people read. So what thing I go do, I go just summarize maybe one paragraph where you go read them very quickly, and I go they post then summary then they now the VOS app under the forum, because you get a part of the app where a section of it where we call the VOS forum. So that VOS forum day you go able for see that we go put boku things them, we go definitely collaborate with una and let una self give una own take on things. So that's not the game plan. And as I say, as time day goes by, I go try for put the app and particularly that area day, because the last time not be day for permit me for let aduam in a way that una go able for see how it work. So, but this tonight, given that we get plenty people and way they watch live, so I go try for do that, and when I go see I they turn me face, but the other screen I they look, so I they try for put them up together, so I go able for share with you now. So fumble them again. Let we move on to the topic. So within the topic today, and not be specific to one item. So by the way, the phone lines they're open, and I go encourage you now for call, because when I know say me knocking like for chatter, I know like that monologue kind of thing. And VOS in general, we always they try for encourage you now for like on the call, and let we discuss issues them, so we all go able for understand. And sometimes in there though, you go genuinely believe something. Genuinely, again, not to say now because you now more of a party supporter, loyalist, or whatever it is. No, but genuinely, without bias, you go get deep down now your mind and say, this thing I believe in are the right thing. Deep down. But because of, ye other person waiting then get for say about that same issue, they how then get for say them, or how then they see them, you're not go able to forget a different perspective. So that make it essential for let we come here, we express we self. Let we express the fact, say, now this thing I believe. Not shy, not feel intimidated, say 'em. And I'm glad the way people and they come and they do na the program and say waiting there one for say na the program. I'm glad for that. With that can they happen. Because it's very essential for let that happen. Because if we not continue for do that, what thing will happen is then politicians here go continue for take advantage of that particular aspect there. Because then they see and say, oh, then people are, you know what, instead of then come at we, they go at each other. So we just don't give them a pass. So that make it very good for let we share with perspective on things. And when we share them perspectives, then let we listen. Again, that's another key word, because let we not just where other person maybe give we a negative a feedback, even constructive feedback. We come at that person, oh, now because you're not APC, oh, now because you're not SLPP. No, let we know they take things like this. Again, another preach now, yeah, because this, but as a Sierra Leonean, I feel say that's lacking. And one of the main reasons then that we make us say, let we use this topic today. And within the topic, navigating the crossroads of progress and challenge. As of today, March 2nd, 2024. So we all know say, no matter what, even NPRC term, even Shaka Stephen in time, let we look at the the worst government since the in the history of Sierra Leone, la put on that way. Even the worst government in the history of Sierra Leone, they must do one or two things them way nice. So it not get for be everything bad. It just happens, say, the wrong thing that we then do, it outnumber them boku, them pass mark, compared to the good things that we then do. So because of that, we for consider that as a progress in that aspect there, the few good things that terrible government do. And then we look at now and say, let we not say the terrible things then. Let we say the challenging things then. So the things that we're not challenged, we do not be able to do because of whether or not legitimate reasons them or not. But let we move forward by talking about first waiting progressively they don't do, and waiting at the challenging things them within the face, the challenges within the face. If we tackle them this way, me fumble them, I believe say it will improve with conversation as Sierra Leoneans them. Because to be honest with you, you get some salon people them, you get within the community, now we're afraid for attend certain event because them feel say it will be plenty other tribes from their tribe, where then they go equate to a different party or a party strong supporters them. And then they wrong. Then they wrong for their politics, particularly where we are abroad. And even the country itself. I always they talk about this now, saying first time where your neighbor gets something, where get thing for it, la put on that way there. One neighbor the way him thinks them better or for him, another neighbor they struggle. We all know say now na Ramadan they come, so Ramadan Mubarak in advance to me Muslim brothers them. We all know say you get some people them way go tie small plastic, put some coppers, if now 1 dozen, 2 dozen coppers with some tin them, ya bass, maggi, then tin and day, and then with small money. Boku of some of the parents them they do that. So you wrap and fine. And we all know now the area, we all go up na salon. You get now the area, you they know the family were less privileged, where they struggle. So people them where they able afford, then go wrap something, and especially if they know say this family, then a Muslim. And we know very well say most, if not all Muslim families, you get within that family, there 1 or 2 people, if not to the entire family, 1 or 2 people they keep fast. So because of that, people then go wrap something and go give them people in there where they struggle. And they make their fast month easier. They make fast month almost every house can they cook. because of the healthier way we be done use for give to each other. But it look like say politics don't they make them they different now. It don't they make people they push from it. So now you need to see that neighbor as neighbor any longer. You they see that neighbor because it is support party we different from the party where you they support, or because in a tribe we come up from the northwest versus Uyon tribe we come up from the southeast. So you they see them now along their lines then they. And then they create a situation whereby instead of that previous way we don't see say this person they struggle, I help him. Instead now you they see him as enemy for or against me or against we. So we versus them. So me fumble them because of again first month day at the corner make I decide say let's bring a program where we go talk generally about the thing that way they go find and the thing that we need to go find, and let we not push that APC SLPP kind of rhetoric or of infighting for address the issues here, because we know say the country triangle, and we know very well say this it come off from the previous administration, and this administration now not able to fix them, even though then they blame other people, them blame the waiting they go on at the international community, Ukraine, Russia war, and but other things them and blame it on APC current opposition. We all know say not just excuses them. So now that kind of discussion I want for let we engage in. Again, the phone lines they're open. I'll begin the display on our comments them for like we all able to engage this evening for let we talk about how for push Mama Salon go before. Yes, let we feel free for talk about not only the progress, but let's talk about the challenges. Okay, so somebody, few people that don't challenge me and say, "Oh, you always they talk bad about this government. You know, ever they talk good about this government." But what did I say? I said things then where they progress the living standard of the people of Sierra Leone. No question, I will talk about it. But if una engage, whether the previous government or this past government, they engage in just propaganda, things them will not make any sense, then try for promote them because of their own interests. Now I go continuously for condemn. I go definitely condemn their acts then they. And for una will join me program, or maybe we listen after the program on Thursday, I give Abaspundu kudos, and I see I will read again. I see the Renaissance movement don't congratulate, they don't give kudos to Parliament, because what in Parliament do, they don't put a stop on the increase, because the increase is supposed to take effect yesterday, March 1st, but they don't put a hold on it and say let it thoroughly look into the data, because now the key that one the traffic data, let them look at them and then see how much vehicles them be they go up and down, where then go able for calculate how much revenue this the company able for generate. So that could be the starting point. If they see say they generate plenty enough revenue, and then look at now say how much it cost them for operate. Where we mean operate, not to just the money where they pay the workers them, but una for no say, then companies there they trust money from other side, either from a bank or even from people them where then go sell shares and then kind of thing, and they but they get different ways then for raise money, raise or trust money la put on. So because if I say raise money, some people then go feel saying are free, but where then can trust money. So then get for the pay, which they can call either through dividend or different other means. And I will go through the different ways then how company then can able for trust money to the public or the people that we will say the shareholders. or even a bank. I'm not going to go into all that because then they go push me a little bit from the topic. So then get for the pay them people and they. And remember, them money then they will then to us mostly now from foreigners them. They're not going to give foreigners them loans. We all know that because loans not worth anything to them. So then go give them in a currency way acceptable internationally, particularly the dollar or the pounds or the euro, but the dollar in more dominant as international currency. So that's make because of then get for pay then debt then they either through dividend or different other ways them and now in dollar then get for pay them money then they so it's essential for like them take into account the money where they don't gain, where they don't as a revenue, where they don't get from the toll fees, then get for convert them money then they to dollar. Now, for example, we now in then get for use the dollar now in then get for use for pay then that's then they. So because of the exchange day we get for happen, then get for look at the exchange rate. So the point, one major point where they make is the tell where them be sign this. The dollar now be 750,000, I believe, 750 leons. So excuse me, 750 leons at that time. But now, as I speak to you, it close to, if not more safe, but it close to 23,000 leons now, the old leons, because that's 750 now the old leons. So now if you kind of look at it even be less than 1,000. So in nowadays new leons term, I believe say it will be around 75 cents, less than 1,000. So, but now 23,000. So, according to the Minister of Information, Minister of Works, we in do the math, it say over 200% from that time we then sign the agreement today. Over 200%. So when I see as much as yes, I kind of be the bash the Chinese and all Latin and day, but it's nice for let we look into the data. And after which we look into the exchange rate and say, okay, well, if then get for they do all this, pay all the money then we then owe people them and all that in dollars. So it means not a profitable business for them. And we all know, say, the number one goal for non-profit or private company now for make profit. So when I see also they go with this, they go with this in the sense that where we governments them, they rush for go China and just sign agreement, fitty fata for let themselves get their own commission. At the end, now the government, the country, they suffer. Because then people always sign the contract. They don't move on. Coleman will be president again. And that minister will be responsible for signing that contract today. He not be minister anymore. So but guess what? The salon people are still there. They're not get no side for go. Even we will get the opportunity for come abroad. We naval as we can generally call them, is still implanting a salon. So meaning that we did salon. So waiting they happen at salon, it affect we. So if the people them triangle day, and we all, I don't lost me two parents them, but guess what? I still get huge responsibility in a salon for look after my nieces, nephews, and even extended families. So if triangleness continue in a salon, guess what? Then people and they call me almost every day. And no matter how I ignore them, you get family members them where you they grow up. You really, really like them business. You go still feel for them. And of course, me brothers them picking, me sister in Pekin, me cousins them Pekin, and me nieces and nephews them. And we all believe in that extended family system na salon. So no way, no day where you go say if triangle in a saloon, it not gonna affect you one way or the other. So now it make whether you're an APC supporter or SLPP supporter, the triangle of that country day is supposed for you're supposed for concern. So this is something where I want we fully understand that. So where did they sign them contract here? Where una know say down the road, it go create that similar atmosphere there, where it go bring additional hardship on the people of Sierra Leone. We famble we all as one people. Again, I don't say before. Now one thing this way I go say SLPP their slogan and very good slogan. That slogan they is not just for be SLPP, just happens the way SLPP don't get her now, but a slogan way for be a country slogan. Just like how Kennedy that talk we talk. Say let you think about waiting America they do for you. I mean waiting you they do for America instead of waiting America go do for you. So in essence, not ask waiting you country go do for you. Say but they are not care about salon. Waiting salon they do for me. No. If you see on that way they come across as not being patriotic. You're ungrateful. This land, now they you born, now they then train you, they nurture you and everything. So you need for give back to that land. Just for the fact say you grew up there. And just for the fact say that land they nurture you. You don't benefit from that land in the through education because we all know they tell me they go school. I know they pay school fee primary school, particularly, and not be they pay school fees. So not a new phenomenon. And in addition to not paying school fees, we be get within they call condo, like bulgur, where people can cook at school. So this eating for say picking a eat in our school and stuff, no, not to something we new. So you see now that's make they say when we they talk about progress and challenges, then we talk about the good things them also under Shaka Stephen. Shaka Stephen will be terrible leader. No question about that. Of course, on a no sir stand where it come to the leaders them. So far we Salon don't get. I remember say Mr. Jamboria we now he know a lot more history I believe than me. In talk say I think it was Sunday program. It say Salon problem begin with Samuel Timagai. Now that way they input them. So, but for me, I always and I still do maintain that position where I go say because where I read up on Samuel Timagai, the steps that way it take for unite the country, the steps that way it take for bring inclusion within in parliament, within in cabinet, then they a very exemplary, a great example. So that by itself, I admire him. And the person we maybe see, we may read about, now very humble man, a family be rich, but yet a very simplistic. It get that kind level of education where it's supposed for able to go work abroad, or it's supposed for even make more money, but he not do that. He even go now other parts them of the country. We're not today born for go help people them. He work now almost every region of Sierra Leone because he care about Sierra Leone, not to just about Nshabro brothers and sisters. So all the things then where they happen now, if we get that mindset, the leaders then get that similar character where Samuel Magai get. Salona for be this divisive. Salona for be this divided. So now that angle I really want to take my brothers and sisters. For like we look into it. And again, come back to Sheikha Stephen. Again, I be don't tell una say none of them after Samuel Timagai I respect in terms of CMC, they elect the country. But Shaki in time, we get free primary school education. And secondary school, because of not a government secondary school I go, so that's understandable. But I go government primary school. And during the turning day, like that dry milk, I really remember where they can kiwi, bulgur, then turning day, and they can cook the bulgur, they can cook some in school, and then give it back for go because they're the shape. You go with them, even though, my parents, them at that time, they not be need them. And when we don't carry and go back as young picking them, we dey cook them, cook the ball go back in the house and then ten and day. So imagine during then ten and day, picking up they think about lunch. And even though they be they give me lunch, but I not be they use me lunch. I be they save me lunch. And a day I can use now for buy like then start scrape for play ball because me daddy make and clear say you know go buy start scrape for me while I dey in a school. Now only way school don't lock, I go buy them thing and day just for like I know they go play ball in a school like that. But still it don't pass on now. I know say go they smile and say, oh, that's so this will be conny. But yeah, I be they get out and lunch then they and buy start scrape and things like that. And before I they come now us, I can know was fine. Like we get some side way, what be the flow will go was because plenty of them feel and then a dust feel. So you uniform go dirty and stuff. We can get something under we they put and they wear we uniform. So for like we parents don't know say we can they play ball. We can pull the uniform and the two they get under they play ball. Sober one. You know, yes, again, I grow up then tell them we the country cannot be well so. The country cannot be divided so. If during that time, at the camp, I don't say una go see like at the ramble, but I just want to emphasize the then and now. Like first time how it be happen, how it be happen, and how it happen now. Then tell them where you they feel say that story what they tell about for go play ball. Where you they feel say, oh you daddy in our workplace, your mama maybe if they do market, it in a market or it in your workplace, they're not get for no. But guess what? Where you they go play ball? If any of your neighbor see you, you go beggar, you go hold in foot, you go cry and stuff for let not tell you parents them. Because your parents then go believe that neighbor they are more than you. And sometimes the neighbor, because of the way how we be they force them, now they first beat you. Say you come out school, instead of you go now house, you they go play ball. Then go hold cane. If they see anything, cane, then go whip you sober one. Or if at all na the hand, then go patta you na you way sober one. And some of them after all don't patta you, they not go report again. Oh, then go just left the thing go. But some of them then go beat you, then they lay you complain back. So we even know their elders then they way can they do that. So if any of them one then they will go beat you, then go lay you complain, you they beg them. But now what thing they happen? If neighbor so like talk by you picking self, like holla by why they holla by so now you born now you this now that. So we don't take that abroad life. And particularly if you see say that neighbor day, now another party they support, or now from a different tribe or different region, you don't see her like enemy. But what thing they happen now, them picking them day, like how they can say, yes, and then they promote child abuse for let people and they beat them, picking them. But we all know say, then thing and they be they work. Not to that excessively because anything we then say, what you do and pass mark, ain't no good. So it be they work. And where that they happen, now people neighbors them, if they even see you picking they smoke jamba or they smoke kush or they do any terrible thing, guess what? Then they can't tell you. They're not go say anything. Then go even make the pikin not see them. Then go pass them separate way. And now look the product where we they get in the country. Look at the young people them, how much astray did they go. So that's way they say it takes a village for his speaking. So this supposed to be a community talk show, where they give us so now, but I just want for the remind you now. So this political tension where we they get among we self, where they create that situation whereby you see your neighbor as enemy. And not they only they affect the country they only affect the current the current generation. It affect generation that we're not even born yet. Because what can happen, them picky will they nurture so in this way where they train this kind of way, then go become lazy parent as well. They're not gonna become that kind of parent where go be tough or whatnot. Then go be irresponsible. And you see how it go trickle down to the generation we're not even born yet because they not get the foundation where some of we be get, where we parents them be tough, and also only we parents them, the neighbors they be tough on we. So Fambulem, when I see the reason why we need for bring Salon together back, we need for push against this divide, where the politicians then they do divide and conquer. So that's na me sermon. Again, the phone lines they're open. I go encourage you for let una sort of on a call and let we talk more about this particular issue. We talk about particularly how the country they go, the direction of the country. We all know how that they be affect we during the rebel war. Where because somebody not like you, a point say you know the government you they support. And then the rebels then okay you go somewhere or treat you that in humane way they be they treat people them. Where the government turn rich, where the government take over, the opposite will happen. So people will be the point certain people them say then a rebel or a rebel supporters them. And the government echo mock at the time. They go after you, they kill people them indiscriminately. I go use that word there. And even to some extent that innocent people them, then be die. We see a remnant of that or a kind of display of that don't begin to happen. That protest. We see innocent man die where apparently that man they na SLPP supporter it be get SLPP card, membership card. But for some reason it be the wrong target. And what can happen? He died and kill him. So it wrong in the first place. If even that person in an APC person, a support APC supporter, it wrong as Sierra Leonean. For like, remember, you get freedom of association. You get freedom of the constitution. It did it. And it enshrined in the constitution as not like parliamentary act, but this now part of the constitution. Where you go say na entrenched clause, where if they want change them, then get for call a referendum. So that's how important. Even the constitution, as terrible as it is, it recognize people the right for assemble and the right for associate. But what do we do now? Where people assemble, they label them, say they were overthrow. They label them, say, oh, now APC that assemble. So like say they don't get the right for assemble. But yet where SLPP folks then they assemble, guess what? The government they give the same, they use the same approach. We see that now Kenema, where the bikers them, then disrupt the entire city. But guess what? They allow them then protest and whatnot to die down. But guess what? If that's and people who we bring and come up that program, the people in safe and McKinney die for commodity because the administration for them step in and all that. That's wrong. So that's not the SLBP side. But let's show now this topic. I just show now this. This now basically the APC side. But what can happen now, because government na continuity, when I see, so the headlines say Sierra Leone government to pay $250,000 compensation to citizen who was shot by police. Una know stand and kill this person? They killed this person in 2017. Mother Biono became it na power. So meaning they killed this person during an Escoma in government. And who said they kill him? Now Bo. It be the protest. It be engaged in protest. So now see where it dangerous for like we support we party in this kind, I go say way we go become fanatic. It wrong. It be wrong back then. We now ECOWAS they ask the sitting government because now they finalize the case for pay a compensation to that poor guy in family. SLBP, which is good because na continuity. Government, when you sue government, it no matter who that then a government, as long as the case then then charge the case in your favor, then cut the case in your favor, you the current government suppose for adhere to the ruling day. And that ECOWAS they ask for. You see what in them put the caption, put Mother Bill. So I bring this to our attention because somebody will now fully read the article. They go say, oh, Mother Bill, ECOWAS don't charge Mother Bill. Don't rule against Mother Bill. Don't ask for like Mother Bill pay $25,000 and things like that because of waiting and do to a protester. So that will be misleading because this clearly happened during an Escoma in time. And Usai it happened now Bo against somebody, people them will be the protest, the police just kind of random shooting at the protesters. And this now one of the people that we didn't kill. According to ECOWAS ruling now. So me fumble them, this now wake up call. So where we they talk about some of the challenges, and this now one major challenge where the country they face with. One major challenge. And una we don't read the article, if una download the VOS app, una go able to see this article. And now one of the other reasons that we make a ask una, the appeal to una allow una download the VOS app. Because when una download the VOS app, una go get the opportunity for get, even if VOS not there online, una go get the opportunity for get news break, like breaking news, and una go get them in a very timely manner. So I really want to encourage una, and this na the app. And if una take a look at the app, una go see say we get a section with say news. And when you click on the news, you go able to get all this. And let's just do that in a moment for like una able to see what they talk about. So una see here, for example, waiting with they say na ya like a sort of enlarge for una. So una go able to see and clearly. So if una go na the VOS app, una go see that. So this is not the news. And again, I want to say beaucoup thank you to the Sierra Leone. And una see, for example, the latest news. And I'll be telling una say before I come on, I'll be able to watch this page. And you go see Renaissance Movement reacts to Parliament's decision on tollgate tariff. And the decision now, the detail day, now for sort of put them on hold. And which Mr. Sef agree with that decision day. And then if you scroll up, you go continue for you go see, say, another part of the news is shown here, say, let us scroll slowly now for now. So blackmail attempts, and this now another news story we wanna go find. And within that news story, they say a Senaya blackmail attempt against Sierra Leone Commercial Bank. And again, this now another story where it need for like I go encourage you to follow and read them because the story self that blackmailing thing and all that stuff then they are not good for the country. For like we begin, they encourage them thing and we know say a very common in Nigeria. So you get plenty of the news story, but that particular one where you able for go through and let go back to the news. Let una see the part where the news about Bill about that situation where ECOWAS. So maybe I go kind of read an So una see I go just read the preamble of it, like just let una get a better context. See, not to under President Bill at all. It happened under President Kuruma, former President Kuruma. So waiting the Senaya, the ECOWAS Court of Justice has mandated the Republic of Sierra Leone to pay 25,000 in compensation to Mohamed Molu, a Sierra Leonean citizen, for infringing upon his fundamental human right. And let her click on them, and it gets some add them, but una patient with the add them day. I just want to read for una the article. Let una will get a better understanding of within the talk now. So the case, so say infringing upon his fundamental human rights. So I will read now the bottom. The case stemmed from an incident during a student protest in March 2017, where Molu sustained a gunshot wound amid efforts by the Sierra Leone police force to disperse demonstrators. Residing over the judgment, Justice Edward Amoako Asante asserted that the respondent state had contravened Mr. Molu's right to security of person, freedom from torture, and the right to an effective remedy as outlined in the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, the International Convention on Civil and Political Rights, and the Convention Against Torture. So una see naya, and the case what the TIFO can make now is, let we not see this as APC versus SLPP. Police brutality, we all for condemn them. We all for make it stop in our country day. Because where police feel say, then they serve the government of the day. When I see, according to the write-up, it happened in March 2017. And where people again, I go talk about one other headline where I see will trouble me. When I be the headline, say, an escoman a wall best. Now, APC supporters them, they give the impression like say police brutality not be there under during APC regime. Yes, Madabia don't take him to a step further, and at that make we need for condemn her now. The last time we an Escoma be they do that, I believe say because VOS not be in existence, I believe say SLPP supporters they be they condemn them. SLPP parliamentarians they be they condemn plenty of them things then they. But because of social media not be that active, will not be hearing much of it. But it may happen. under APC. Unfortunate for President Bio and in team, in administration, we get a call. I will pause here. Let me take a call because I really want for let we make this very interactive. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and say they call we from, please? Go ahead, WhatsApp.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Kagbo. Me, na Ahmed, I call from UK.
Hello, brother Amel. Thank you so much as always for where you call.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
do you take on
yeah.
the program, sir?
Yeah, yes, you think yes, you know, because you just start the analysis and you try for draw people attention as to which will don't they happen and which will they see now.
Yes.
But you know, it's good rightly which you say, you end up for say now, you don't step over the mark. Me actually in the early days, I think I left Salon. I know they I go there when it's young Nesco the rule. I know they not Salon much more. But I know see Francis Munu will be the head of the police. He bring me come up, you know, same area with them. This Khalifa will be there as OC by them before he left Pulam, and then he go now for 700 Nesco. I know they not. I'm a very disciplined fellow, and I live with him. So police brutality has been there, but I can tell you this story where he writes so now. You know them who get journalists their way. If I say this story happened during 2017, coming towards the election. So I'm not going to say it not happen, but considering the side way it happened and the paper the way he writes, because there was a time you read one paper again, I don't know which one of the newspaper and something blackmailing stuff. You know, what are they saying now? Towards the end of coming towards the election, and this thing happened, as the paper say. Well, you know, can justify. We not say we not just justify say. By then, at least, so a lot of killing may take place. You know, compared to what they happen now. What they happen now is terrible. You know, even after the war, we grew during the war and the war done. We nobody see today the same person die in Africa. The same man and Ledon at Kota die. People and they die on gunshots, land fighting. Then they kill police. They kill somebody for nothing. We they see now today. They see protest. What's happened now within this past 5 years? You know, they ever happen. Would they agree? You know, which I not deny with you at all. Say violence will be the take place during an innocent time, but people been get freedom for protest and then they protest. So this one is just an unfortunate situation will happen, and what it lead that all because 2017 to us coming to the election, it might be say then guy they provoke their situation for anything they happen because they try for blackmail the government. The movement in there, the reality would go support this government. No, they see that we do. Meaning that way that they look at. Because he hardly by 19 and they see say police was a fire some notice to kill him. It's possible say because the election they come 2018, they can use them for a way for at least for demoralize government. Because we see all what then even this Renaissance movement now. Where we are there now, these are the guys that now don't take on power now. From anti-corruption, this Cherno Siba, where they make information minister, and a couple of them, apart from Jonisha Mara, we know Binidi. So we know what them they advocate, and now them they demonstrate. So they now they pull presidents about the toll gate. These are all they're all the same group, now the same people. Majority of them now belong to them at this government, and those they come for can't scare with the people. For like say we don't understand what they gone. They don't get anything serious for talk about this research movement. They fail we completely. So some of the story are in the right. Now for just for the people that we don't understand because they don't write down, people go read that oh yes and they say something serious. No, it's not serious thing. They are jokers. They are jokers. I'm not even for read the article them because they fail we. What's the research movement for tell we now compared to how they be active before? So that anybody that is your role, it's your duty. You can able to enlighten the people there. You can bring and come up fine. But for me, I get a different view as how many view.
All right.
So thank you very much. Anyway, it's good for see you back and lovely and getting you back on the platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's take another call. I get Boku question for ask you, but let we take another call because again let we just allow the program for flow. I be one for break your flow, but I will answer your question. I will address you talk after this call. VOS Network, hello caller. What's your name and who say they call you from, please? Go
Good
ahead,
evening,
what's up?
Mr. Kagbo. Mans.
Hello, brother Mans. Thank you so much as always.
Yes,
And
sir.
what's the program tonight, sir?
Yes, firstly, I just want to make a small correction. So Isembe Mara was part of Renaissance movement. So we brought away just end not the show. He was part of
Oh,
the Renaissance
it's
movement.
yeah. It say all the other want them. Then you're not impressed by them except so he sang him and that is say
Yes.
he recognize
Okay.
that.
Good. So okay. So let me just move. I mean, this story about the compensation after the ECOWAS court ruling, an interesting one, and interesting for a simple reason. We all don't see what it's like right now in terms of human rights abuse, killing of protesters, and all the rest of it. If we, on top of we head, if we decide for make a simple comparison, we want to go maybe go for aggressive. The way we see people and die now from police brutality is far more than how it really happened before. It's like it go to a whole new other level. So interesting because you want to see what will be the government in reaction. The government go agree, go adhere to the ruling of ECOWAS, or as usual, we go just ignore the ruling of ECOWAS, say we are a sovereign state as we used for do. In case in example, now be the vice presidency issue when the court give a ruling, but the government not adhere to the ruling. So that's now an interesting one. As I say again, taking into consideration waiting on been at the country for the past 5.5 years. That's now one. And secondly, you make a point, I just now one of the topic the way you talk about the good things the way the governments they do. Possible a whole government they do anything good. That's to be honest. Possible. It's difficult for we see that. But me and one possibility of the opinion, see the reason why to make the negative things them when they happen, what this government do, it don't take over the news instead of focusing on the good things. Then the simple fact say most of the things they way they do, where the idea, the concepts, beautiful. The concept the way that anything they want for seeing our country. For example, this free education program, we want for see things like that. This bus issue, now things that we find. I mean, getting a register, a national register, outside everybody will be, registered for give them national ID card. Now things that we find, now idea that we very beautiful, lovely ideas them. But me, your opinion in all of this, based on what we see, now the underlying agendas them, where they follow them program here. For example, Salon one tell me say they're not able to afford $10 million program for letting give first timers them ID card for free, taking into consideration the economic situation in the country right now. Now one day for be more effective. And the reason we make they go along that path day, now the simple fact say most of the elections they would on the old post-war, they are more than 50% sponsored by the international community. And most of them money then good chunk of them they go towards registering voters them during the election process. So why we not go come up with something? We go register everybody in a salon, give them ID card for free, just like what they do during voter registration when are free. But we give them now, then we give people 12 months, everybody forgets ID card. That's ended after the 12 months. If you not go register for free, then they can charge you the 150,000. That's an incentive for get everybody for register, because the agenda for make people register and for make sure say we count everybody. That's in the way project, the camp development project. We know almost people in this area. We can able to cater for them. But like I said, the agenda underneath the ideas they are so not in bad. Look, for example, the bus. The bus project gets a $5.7 million aspect when I for build markets na Lumley, markets and bus park. Ask you reporters, Mr. Kagbo, if they don't see any block, na any area, na Lumley, we then build markets. So you see, the agenda for bringing Boston, beautiful one, lovely, we need them. But look at the underlying, and we then call the thing the way they do. Usana money they go. 10 million day of that project day. When I for develop the West Corridor, then develop West Corridor. No, they not develop them, but instead what they do, then ban the commercial transports them. So you see, so instead of people then focusing on the good idea for bring boss them, people they go beyond that and they see the other negative things they will attach to their ideas there. So when that make people they criticize them. The free education, we get quality education right now after almost 100 million spent on that. No, what's in do? Because people will not be they put the money for do the right things. But yet still, we get the mind for the talk say we get free quality education. Where is the quality? Who's one part and they would picking they go to their normal school them. Like we first them most of we and we on Kule until they go Tawaili municipal, they go make more for Akibubet municipal and then school and they. Who's one part and picking and gets mine go to their school and they. But yet still and go tell you say we bring free quality education. Where is the quality? And during this term, so we see the university start for conduct entrance exams. Why? Because they not trust the results only come from WAEC. So, in as much there are so many good ideas coming from the government, but the implementation, the agenda behind them projects in the not to for make the ordinary people and better, but now for letting the politicians then find way for get money into their pockets. Because as for corruption, it's a zero, it's a no-go area. And one last thing before I leave, if they're really serious about bringing something good for the people, let the government start for work towards the agreement we then get with the opposition and other partners them for Police Saloon able gets that $500 million where if they put them into the right use, it will benefit a lot of people them. All this thing about investors and other things them, if you take care of lights and water, trust me, everybody go on for come. Because no matter whose government see, we go always again and tax waivers. Thank you very much. I will continue for listening. If I get more points, I go bring and come up.
All right, thank you very much. And I decide for let you go a little bit more than the time because we'll not get anybody else on the line, and you sort of be the key solutions them because again we want for make sure say we give solutions them by this program. So again I want to tell you boku thank you as always. Thank you very very much for the calls. And again, we previous caller, Brother Ahmed, thank you very much for where you call as always. And I want to go back to with Brother Ahmed. Brother Ahmed, I agree with you on several issues, on several points them, but that point where you dey try for minimize because they come across like that. Say you dey minimize the terrible things that will be they happen during APC. I disagree with that. A very and that's make the appeal now to me APC brothers and me SLBP brothers and sisters, saying it just get for the escalate. Unfortunately for we, instead of matter bill reduce that police brutality will be seen under an escoma, now it don't increase them. And probably because of a CC people more people in the protest because the country now they go in the right direction because of the additional suffering where people and they go through. So, but when you say you try from waiting I gather, call back if I not get you correctly. But from waiting at the gather from you comment, you the try for justify the killing of we innocent we brother. You say, well, that election term, maybe the try for promote for disturb the peace now the place and maybe they want to use propaganda for for unleash propaganda against the current administration. Hey, my brother. Again, I get high respect for you. You know that. No, so I get high respect for you. But for like a life lost, and then you try for justify police shooting at protesters. They were not students, for that matter. So generally, yes, we adult age now, yeah, you go say 18. Some of them go down past 18. But now young people them. Now the leaders of tomorrow. And you see how ECOWAS put them. Then put them say, not to just the Salon Constitution, no, even though it ain't the Salon Constitution, for protect people in life and property. It ain't the Salon Constitution. But ECOWAS emphasize on the African Convention and then the international, meaning the overall, the whole world convention against human right abuses. I get it. You want to make the point, say it don't worse. But that not for lessen the impact where it be under ANESCOMA, under APC. So you say you get a different take and I don't take this. Again, I'd encourage una all like Kawaki always encourage you, my brother, for like we share we own assessment of the situation. But however, while we all know say we get responsibility, we get a duty as citizens. Let's take the call. I go pause here. VOS Network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and who say the call we from, please. WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
You know, it's Ahmed again.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to clarify. Yes,
glad the way you called back.
No. We always get to meet at a point. We always have equilibrium. I
Yes.
understand your point. I understand your analysis. Technically, you try for say it is wrong, and as well like back you say it is wrong. It is brutality, killing somebody. It is not a good idea. I hate that. No matter where that person come from, not a good thing at all. And I make a point say, I know Francis Mumbi bring me up when I was a young boy with the wife and stuff in the same area. It's a disciplined person, I know. But that notwithstanding, not to get for control the whole police. I've been just the leader, but some people can do which they will do beyond. But my point what I'll try to say, I say it might be possible that by the time, because they are coming towards the election, some of these guys, they can use that as a propaganda for make the government look bad. Impossible. Because I see some people in today, ONS, this guy will not be the leader of ONS, so Ashwana Idris them. All be work under and I Skuruma, they pretend. But today, look them. Look at the killing what they happen today. These are the very people the way they control intelligence today. So and that's how they say. I say it might be like maybe one of all this because they not for kill this guy if he protest. But again, we not on that say the same people there probably maybe they belong and they know say it's coming towards election time. They can use this as a way for demoralize, the government. That's I see. I condemn and totally say for some of the protest.
Okay, let pause your time and let engage you, brother Ahmed. And you're a very intelligent brother, no question about that. And if I ask you, say if you wanna be teacher, I really let engage you small. So let we give the benefit of the doubt, say that's not the case. They want for propagate propaganda. They want for promote propaganda. Let we give them the benefit of the doubt. So even so, it justified for letting kill him?
Not at all. No.
That's the point.
It's not justifiable.
Yeah. So, but you did try for justify that now. Say if they want to make the government look bad, you not say them outrightly, but now that's they imply. If they want to make the government be look bad, it's justifiable for killer.
No, they can do that. It's not justifiable. Now they say they want to make the government look bad, but it's all about greed. When you get greedy politicians or greedy people or in a politician and they go underneath their forces there for me them do something bad, which is the common man they suffer for their own gain, but it's not justifiable. Of course, it's not for killing. Of course, they forget the right. But the good thing is when you say ECOWAS take now don't take note of this case, and they don't ask the government for compensation. So that's a very good thing, Mrs. I agree with, and I love that, because if that is the case, it means all other killing, all the killing now don't take place now. It means anybody get right for go to Ekwashi if you don't get justice with the Sierra Leone court. Because today we don't see more of this thing repeatedly. So that is good. So it means you brought away where God don't take his life through somebody, may his soul rest in peace. Now they bring justice to we, so that make no other person do it again. Be it dirty politics. To me, I just look at and say, now a dirty politics game they play, just like now. What the police they do now? They try for face themselves on that dirty politics, for go after civilians and kill them in the name of government. In the name of the hierarchies they wouldn't get, because they want for protect their heads them. They want for just protect themselves. Now that's what they see today. So all the 99 the worst. But again, like you said, and I really condemn that, for everybody forget the right for live, nobody for take somebody in life. Nobody for take somebody in life, no matter what situation, what circumstances. The law is there. If somebody do something, arrest them, take them to court. No matter what, I prefer for preserve somebody life in a prison than for kill them. So now that ECOWAS courts don't make this judgment, fair enough, it's good. So it means it's a step forward. Because now what's happening today, we all want to see them facts they have. People like Alpha that they wouldn't kill for inland now Hastings. Other people who don't die like Evangelist Samson them, like they will CK, and many more will die under nothing. So probably maybe the culprits, they will get the held them responsible. So I want to support you in that. Don't they say paper can blackmail, because we don't see them guy will be the work under this APC government today. Now the same people in today way they now this government it means them just no more. Then they find a way out so that they will come back for benefits. So then get right for then get mind for kill anybody from anybody they survive. So now that you see people like they work on ONS like as when I Idris them, when I be top military people and today that they go to Kogosata and Eskroma say, Mother be overthrow you kill them. So then are the same people and back don't come back in the same role. You see? So these are the kind of people that will get, the kind of politicians that will get double standard and greedy, selfish people that they will get. So they can do anything for kill the people for make them survive. So please, me, but I respect your opinion and your analysis is good, because you always talk about the straight things about human rights, and I support you 100%. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well. Let me take another call. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting at your name. Yeah, VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting at your name and who side they call from, please. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I mean, a concerned citizen they call.
Hello, concerned citizen. Thank you so much for your call. And waiting at your take on the program tonight, sir.
Well, I don't listen to the program for quite a while now. Even when we mention concerning Jalo Jamboria and analysis about the beginning since we get independent. I don't know if now but Maga or Samuel Tin is saying that they begin or whatever. But yes. At least in that program, they say now they begin because then are the one we convince the British them for get more majority. And within myself, I be know that say we immature forget independent. But because British no say they not been doing nothing at the country, and then a fear people and then go with majority carries the vote. So now that make we get the handover to we, because they no say nothing, they not get for lose, and we not get for survive, we get for go back to them. So like what you say, myself agree say now shaking time everything start. And let me say this today, something nobody no know. Me go tell you say Shekino to Saloni born. Shekin at trade union this way come. I don't know if for Mali for outside. Nobody know can fend Shekin brother and sister. Only the woman that we born with now the family who can fend. We don't they trace them. Not to Salon Sheki born. Let somebody give me in DNA and go find who side Sheki born at Salon. Who's in Papa and Mama and brother and sister. I want to see them. Because na Chobi not go through. So let me say now, like what they say, now party politics, they make this country not go save. Because 85% of who they out here so. Everybody where they call, when they analyze, I mean, and they go towards the point, then in certain area, then just burn, because why? They belong to party. Now we find ways that means how Mama Salon go free, because a problem, if the problem you're not able to solve from the root, you can't solve them. So most time when they analyze at the listing, you go through the root. Any areas where problem then you hit them. So I give you kudos for that. You the real moderator, because you dey look left and look right. Now that me believe 3 sides to my story, your side, my side, and the truth. But people they don't want that, because they're not party politics. If APC in a power, any trade and do SLPP they comment. Where SLPP can have power, any trade and do APC they comment. But we know they look who side it is start. Now we go who side the root. They will start amend from the root to go come up to the tree. So this not the problem we make people they know they able to come up with the truth. The difference with Madabio government, in a be military man, it be no all gone. So what did they do now openly? But they tell me, but I won't say in they grow up. APC time when I've been just one party, when they say election time, we know how people them in they lost the life. How then they go upline and they can't buy people mercenary then for go fetch now upline there. So if anybody tells say killing not been there, that means the person are hypocrite. The only thing this man get gone, so they do anjara. And what can they call but then we journalists they were in a salon. I wish you for the day as journalists. When you talk something about the government and go visiting a net with gun, say the next time if you say something, you go lose your life. If you go talk again. So me I pray God, let we find ways and means how we go solve this problem. Then 2 parties are not go save we. As long as then they come and go, they're not go save we.
Yeah, my brother, time done. So you mean if I be I understand
Go
the
ahead.
point really. I understand the point really try for make, but you indirectly they say if I be there na salon, avoid I don't die if I continue this approach, or
Now
I
that's
be
what they say, because the president government, if they try to analyze some trainer reality where when they make offend them, it's like they pull them na do something where they know one left 100 or 1,000 people know that you they summarize them and everybody they list you they happen. Now that make a lot of people they lost their life. Even one lady I don't remember the name. Like I think like 6 or 7 months ago, where it come now the media they talk. Waiting and do. Then put on a jail force. Waiting and do. Waiting and not do. Then pull on a 30 months. So now this not the thing. So what we can do by allow we they understand waiting they go over under.
all right. Time don't grip you. Call me back.
Okay.
We not
Okay.
keep this for too long at the line. Thank you very much. All right, let we take more calls. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say they call we from, please.
Good evening, Mr. Cabo. Concerned citizen calling from Washington.
Wonderful. Thank you as always. Concerned citizen. Go ahead, please. Waiting on you take on the current issue, like the progress and the challenges. Because not only I want to focus on tonight. I don't talk some of the progress, even under Shaka. And but the challenges they now that we address, so police brutality now one of the challenges. So you go ahead, whatever you want for say, the floor is yours. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Well, thank you. I don't know if you hear me clearly.
Yes,
if you hear me
clearly.
Okay, very well. Well, I mean, okay. The struggles then would again with land, especially this police brutality, as the previous brother just said. This not today where this start, but that does not justify it. Now, solution. Me feel say a solution would be to localize the police. Localize the police. Make Each district and town and cities and village get their own police with a rule under them. If in a mayor or if in a chief or whatever it is, localize it. Number one. So we're not on the federal side a commot, we don't go use them and abuse them against people and wouldn't feel a threat. I think this is a conversation maybe we in the diaspora to come up with real solutions. That's number one. To tie this thing again with the ECOWAS thing, I'm glad that ECOWAS decide this justice. Justice always delay, but this don't give we precedent now that yes, we will sue the government, even if not to Salon, to an outside body like ECOWAS. Hopefully, the government or hopefully ECOWAS have some kind of tools to enforce this. Hopefully, but I doubt that because they don't get that kind of mandate today. No organizations really have that kind of mandate for enforcing whatever. You know, that's the second part. The third part, when you want Senaya, is that all the problems that what we get, they happen to we here in the United States. From a tribal land, look at American politics today. It's based on tribals. It's based on regional. We see this all over the world, in India, in the United States, in Europe, in South America, anywhere there is so-called democracy. That is always there. The divide and conquer and tribal. That's part of the game. Anybody where he feels it and not a part of the game really don't know anything but democracy. That's in essence, that's what democracy is. Right?
Absolutely.
What we feel say we need more now with land, what we need for promote more now with land, na economic prosperity. Economic prosperity brings peace. Economic prosperity brings security. Hence, me, I even question the so-called democracy in Africa. Do we really even need it? Especially in our country, 65 years. What you don't get with? What you don't get with? You know? So the bigger question to me really, is this the right path? Now, this is not the right path we want to take now with country. Because every 5 years we got a new administration where we have no long-term plans for like 20 or 25 years. Each administration will come again your agenda and policy.
Okay.
Sometimes contradict the previous administrations.
Okay.
You know,
sorry for the interruption. I give small time, but you time. Let we not keep other people on the line. You make great points, and thank you so much. Where you come up front with solution about the police. Now something we don't talk now, yeah. But I go pick up on them. Let we not keep too many people on the line for too long. But I go pick up on that points there about the police and. Most of which you say I agree with. And thank you as always, you can give very valuable contribution at VOS. And thank you very much, brother. Please call back for let you complete your thought. Yeah? Thank you very much. God bless. VOS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who side you call me from, please?
Hello, Mr. Kagwa.
I did do well, brother. Thank you so much. And what's your take on the program tonight, sir?
I will sign the call from Maryland.
Hello, brother Alusain. As always, yes, thank you.
No problem. About this economy, I don't know some people that we know live in the 80s. They talk about suffering right now in a salon. But me, the salon one time, they would line for us for it. Okuba one compress. Petrol self, you already get a petrol station past the black market. But right now, when you go salon, it's not a problem. The problem if you don't get money. But they tell you they get money if you know the same. Petrol, a big problem in the black market, some will be the get them. That's an addition on a moment. But checking them, I think the hardship they don't start. But the good thing now is because the shortage not there. The suffering though, but the suffering not there. If God help you, get somebody to send for you, or you do small business, or you do work, you go to buy the small. Once you see them, you go buy them, you eat them. Then in terms of communication, back in those days, we one call pass will go sleep. Like the opportunity we get now, so we enjoy, I'm grateful because we able listening, we able call with families in our village now. A remote village, with the people now they talk to it. Without paying the thing about what's up. So now in our progress. The challenge is still because the world economy right now, even Nigeria has several superpower, or South Africa, Africa, but the economy, you get problem. They go through serious crisis right now. Serious challenge. Because where anything happen in Europe, it must affect Africa. Where happen in America, because it's not like a third world war they can so right now. That's slow more they go. But right now, I can say Africa we poor. I can if I would say like a poor beggar, we better pass the sick king. King with the suffer from serious disease within a bed. The poor man better pass them. The poor beggar better pass them. And so we take Africa right now because at least we're peaceful small. Nothing will pass peace in this world here. The security, those are the problem begin from during Pachequin time, where the first go bring them soldier man from Guinea for guide them because you tell you don't assassinate like Bangora them, you feel insecure. So we bring the Guinea man then at the brigade and a state house. What did the left side from the SSD or the OSD, what they call SSD Chaka Steven Dog? Now the man, if I qualification of us have to talk good English. You know, for understand, you know, to be the right, most of them are so they be there. They don't send whether they want kill, they kill. And I happen to, but matter be in time now we cancel. What's make a get a little bit of space because what they do, then be say they go make the country ungovernable. Because I know what they see on the rest of the like they happy right now. So this past 5 years, every 2-3 weeks they don't attack Natumbo, they don't attack, but then they more on the social media they blame because the man they were inside the problem. Because since the commission of inquiry, when they want to go for pay that money back, they make sure say they use some of winner for inside the people them. And APC and SLP are two cohort party them. But the only thing about the supporters then they get two different reactions. They react emotionally. One day we go a match. As they talk to them fifth, our match for begin course and begin inside. The other one they as they say they go up so. They begin to they begin prove that they begin getting money back. But other parties they start being inside the people and the supporters because they don't say they go much naturally. The supporters vex the part of them. They start be vex. So that they use the opportunity for inside them, what they will kill. I end up is right now. You say killing take place. Now out of the incitement. The people abroad they tell them say when I do this, when I go burn police, when I go to the court.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, brother. You make some points there where I agree with some, and some I will come back to. But let me take another call. Yeah, call me back for finish your thoughts. But let me just not keep too many people on the line. Thank you very much. All right.
Welcome.
Wonderful. What's up, go ahead. What's your name and also they call me from,
thank you very much, Mr. Kagbo. Mina Ahmed again.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes, sometimes, yes, I always get some, discrepancies when this brother we last call, when he try to analyze issues of suffering. It's like you don't really know what they happen after. But anyway, in my opinion, it's fine. Like you give all the platform for everybody for talk. I just look at now what he put today on Boku Goods thoroughly. I want you to make you give me some thorough analysis as to the caption we put today. Navigating the crossroads of progress. Navigating the crossroads of progress. So, and challenges. But let's look at the crossroads of progress for now, navigating. Because when somebody is navigating the crossroads of progress, at least you stand a better chance. Now you made the caption for analyze what are those, how do we navigate through these crossroads of progress? As far as I know, these crossroads of progress, one is democracy. Where we navigate now on that road day, we are not in the right direction. Judiciary, again. So some of these major things that have to do with the country and those things that will lead us to development. Because whatever we do as a country, if we have a clean democracy, if we have a correct judiciary, if we tackle corruption in the right way, it means we are on the right path of navigating this crossroads towards progress. And what challenges now is where government or private individuals or individual Sierra Leoneans like you people, like what you guys are doing now, going back home, the little one I get for going invest, for go make some of 2-3 brothers your own are able to bring in for making them work. So in at least then we able to survive through now and solve their own problems. And government gets bigger challenges, maybe like the big five, like President Bio, Mother Bio, the propagate. Way for me, I also get a question mark into this big five. Because fine, developments cannot take place when we dey under democratic principles. It's not possible. And nobody tell me that Salonga for grow in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years with this kind of trajectory where they go. You know the work. Not to dream, not to just like something we imagine and then it happen. It's something the way it build up, and you get for build up trust to the people. For now, the country is diversity defined based on what happened. You see, because of the people the way we trust, then fail we. See, and these are things the way you don't talk over and over. You make an election, a result is announced, but also today, at the site of the ECSL, Electoral Commissioner, no result is found. The past elections, the past years, they are there. You see the analysis of the results. But this one, up to today, nobody, they say, we're not for acts. When they say no, we're not for acts, and the law now. So imagine, so if we dishonest like this, so these are all the roads, the crossroads where they try for push. So for me, I just want, they encourage you for what we call, but I want to make you take your time and for what we will learn more from this topic, because I'm really interested in how do we navigate through these crossroads of progress. As far as you've analyzed all those that happen now, from the election, before the election, and I know that they following for many years. So tell me now, how do we navigate this crossroads of progress? And what are the challenges that as Sierra Leoneans we need for take? Because the challenges are huge, as far as I know. So now that are the key one listen, and I want to see how best they analyze this. How do we navigate this crossroads of progress? Thank you very much, Mr. Kabo. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brother Hamed. I know say yesterday, look forward to my analysis, but plenty of una don't analyze some of it. Like one we call, we talk about the police, and then now one way that we be able to progress. But let we take additional calls them. Me closing, I will kind of bring the whole thing together, the key components them. VS Network. Hello, caller, waiting. Now your name and who say they call we from, please.
Mr. Cargo is concerned citizen again from Washington. I just wanted to finish my thought.
Please, do them within 3 minutes. Go ahead, right away.
Absolutely. Me just want to focus on this economic prospect.
Okay.
I believe that for all this bickering and hate and no sense of community and all the problems then to the world again, I would land now based on economics. If we able to tackle this economic problem, the country will be much more peaceful and secure. So now, how do we tackle these economic problems? There's tons of different ways. Me, for example, we who then at the diaspora, I believe we can do a lot more. We can do quite a bit more than just the ills that would talk about the government, because we so much depend on government. It's been, well, I think it's mostly this generation, because if you look at some of our previous generation, town was built by your parents then, not so much by government. Now, community members then build with town, not so much government. Majority of the schools, now private community members then put money and put the schools. You know, so I think we have to take that attitude that, again, what you can always say, tie that to what you can say, what can we do for our country? There's a lot more we can do for our country. There's a lot we can do for our country. Can you imagine, let me just give this example of we have several, over 10, 15,000 of us possibly within Europe and America. If we contribute $25 a month, all of us, you go see you will get water system na kono without a government. You will get electricity na kono without a government. Some of the solution is us that have to come up with it, my brothers. It's not the government that's going to do it for us. Even those of us that live in the West, we know majority of the investments, for example, in the United States, come from private. Even when you have good legislations that come from the government, it's because of private citizens that push the government to that legislation. Not for saying that they don't go at, then they make that legislation. Hell no. So I think we have to be much more active and participant into this. Even if you don't get a group of people to do block by block, do in your own community, do what you do in your own community. First month they come. If you put $50 for rice for bag rice and a day, do dandy. Anyway, thank you, my brother. I appreciate your time.
As always, I truly appreciate you, and we learn a lot from you. And like I say no more, always they talk about the issues, they bring solutions as well. And thank you so much for we share some of your solutions them with we. And they are call we back if you get additional comments for make. Thank you so much, brother, as always. Enough respect. Thank you.
Thank you.
VS Network, let's take maybe the last call for tonight because we don't pass the 2 hour mark.
I'm glad to be the last caller.
Indeed. VS Network, waiting on your name and who side they call we from, please?
This is Concerned Citizen calling again.
Go ahead, Concerned Citizen. Waiting on your take on the
first night. And foremost, let me make it clear. Say politician, all the politicians, they get one mama, a different father. If you don't believe, I can prove them. You don't ever, anybody that ever tell you, Mr. Kagbo, say, a Bella woman can get twin inside Bella, then the twin then get two different papa. You don't ever come across that. Type on a Google for prove me wrong or right.
It happen, yes.
Okay. So now I make us say politician, they all na one mama, na different father. So now let I go to it here they say. You know, why I can say democracy has come, the way they think come from your educational point, they feel say they say something stupid. This last caller we call it, first caller we call it say the right thing. Now divide and conquer. But democracy is a divide and conquer. So, it not benefit who they bring and come to Africa, it benefit them we bring and come. So now that is all the democracy. So now we focus on the democracy where they bring and come. We focus on the right part of democracy. But then we bring and come now divide and conquer. Then bring the democracy to you. But the act is not democracy because the way they bring it is anything where they say, now you for follow. When you go against them, then the rule to you is not a democracy anymore, it's a dictatorship. So in the top of it is a democracy they bring, but on the bottom is a dictatorship. So now, if I can call you with the French country them, we been the suffer. Now then they try for come out of France, we be hold the ransom. Now we they see the outcome of democracy. Now we they see then they link to Russia. But because we still on the democracy, we not get strength of we self. Now make we go to China back when at the second colonial master. So now the European, the American, and all the British, they now they suffer because the French they have been the French colonized African country they have been they suffer under French. Now when they come under France, now that they link to Russia, they affect them all. But we still, because we still the bigger now, we still go to China. Now them country they waiting and they defend now. Now the riches of Africa, where the French them they embezzle, the American and the British them they embezzle. Now when they not find out, say them people don't get sense, waiting and they try for take from we so now losses to we. So now the fight they on so. Waiting they happen at the world now good versus evil. But waiting they happen at Salon, in order to wait, we still live on the old bigger. Other be in downfall one. Where it come, it block all the areas them way APC be don't sign all the wrong contract here. Now, as a government, if you they taking 100,000, then your expenditure they be 200,000. How you go survive? Now this cause Mother Bio in downfall one. Mother Bio been depend on after the election. That GSC or how you call and score that money. Now I been depend on for come try for manipulate Salon. But now that money they not come. So it don't be like a wounded lion. So we need for go back and revisit the constitution. We take some right from the president. Then Salon go change. So now my own contribution that.
All right, I give additional minutes then for you to complete your thought. So given that now you know the last call, and thank you very much for the contribution we you make tonight. We truly appreciate you, and we hope that you will tune in to viewers for tomorrow program with Mr. Shilon and either Mr. Mwengot or Mr. Jamboria will come and share with us. Thank you so much, my brother, as always. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you for your thought. Take care.
Yes.
God bless. All right, Fambul them again. We don't come to the end of the program, and my brother be say let us spend time for do my own analysis waiting at the crossroads of progress and challenge. So I don't talk about several things them, but we know for sure say that politics of people them I use that old politicians them, let not say people them, they use that old trick where that trick they use them now they advance countries them. It just happens they don't go past that. So they play catch up with politicians then at the other countries them. And sadly enough, I don't know because of maybe age, Donald Trump, now America particularly, it won't bring back the African type politics where us versus them. And even they happen right now where the judges them, the people them we stand witness against Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump and so-called loyal supporters them, they threaten them people in there. And it just reminds me of what we currently they go through in Africa. And sadly, the Americans then be feel say they don't go past that. They don't go past that traditional form of politicking where now for divide people them and then you conquer them because you not go be the center of attention. It go be us versus them type of discussion or fight. So una way cause the fight, they not go even focus on una. Now that's the happen at Salon. And sadly enough, like I say, Donald Trump will bring and come back. Now, in terms of the policing, I bring that we brother we die, we ECOWAS, they ask for compensation to in family. I use that for let we take aside the APC versus SLPP element of the discussion or the argument because it happened under APC. And for remind, we say, not to today we begin get our issue day, where the police them, they feel say instead of them loyal to the average saloon person, like the saloon people them as a whole, including the politicians them, then they feel say their loyalty or service not to the politicians of the day, like the government, la putanso, the government of the day. So that make we they see a recycle kind of approach. The same approach where they use under SLPP, under President Kaba. Now that similar approach there, where Kuruma take over, now they use for go after the people away, not jive with the government. So easier for them, and it also guarantee their stay for their job security. So to them, especially the Agbagba them, where we know say the government can change them just like that without any reasonable process. So because of that, and they want their job, and then puts their job ahead of the interest of the country, so they're not willing for sacrifice even their job just for do the right thing. So because they're not willing for do that, so then they go with the government of the day. Waiting the government of the day want, and they do. Even if it contradicts the constitution, it trample on the human right of the citizens, they not care. They care about holding to their positions, holding to their jobs. So now one of the major issues that they block the progress of Salon. Because if remember, the police are the first point down there. And one who brought a give solution, and I believe so we don't talk about that solution there several times. But I don't want to take away the brilliant idea where he suggests. One thing where we always the same, Mr. Shillon repeatedly did talk about that now on this platform. We so gladly for reference the West. Oh, America self done they happen. Oh, now Europe self done they happen. For justify the bad things then what they do. We so quick for point to that. But the good things them, we need to highlight them. The politicians, they highlight them, saying, we really for begin do this thing where America they do. We go push the country go before. We for begin do this thing where we see they happen at Europe, where they push that continent they go before. Africa, we say for begin do that. You barely hear that from the politicians them. Now the citizens them no more go they cry of them kind thing and they. Like policing. We all know. Say policing is supposed to be local. You get now America, you get 3 levels. Well, now Canada, yeah, also. Now Canada, we get the city police, we get the provincial police, and then we get the federal police. So 3 levels of policing. So the city, then police, the mayor, nine of them boss. Where the mayor go kind of look after their salary and everything, their welfare. And if they're not satisfied, the mayor can fire the chief of the city police. So in the case of America now, then a state, not a province. So you get the state troopers there. You get the county police, and then you get the state troopers, where are the state police. And then Canada are the kind of interchange. Canada, we get what we call the mountain police. We call them RPNs, the Royal Mountain Police, RCMP. Then, now where the city get issue, that city they not overwhelmed. Then the province, when at the state in America terms, go help that city there. And if it's still they're not able, then the federal police they step in for help out, for cool the tension. So when you do that, the city, you make the mayor responsible for the policing of that city there. What they happen is that policeman not get for see that Freetonian, that person way na bo, that person way na kono, way na kenema. You not go for see them people and they as extra people them. Because them police then they mostly are from the community. So you not get for say, oh, this police is tribalistic, a regionalistic, because it grew up within the community. And the community, now they're responsible for the policing. And then, yes, they're not going to discriminate in terms of who that then go higher, but highly likely, majority of the people that will then go higher into the city police force, it will be people that were born and grow up in that city there. So tell me too, if you develop that kind of model there, it'll take away the power where the central government get over them police here. Because them police then they not get for the report directly to the central government. Then go report to the mayor of that city there. And also, because of now people within the community from that police force there, in terms of the people the way they employ, and go act for like use them people in there against the young people them in a form of preaching tribalism. Because how you go ask Konoman, let it go kill in comping Konoman and say because of waiting, then be the same tribe, then grow up together. So that impact there, it will make them very difficult for like the central government penetrate into the policing and use politics by them. So now one brilliant solution that for let we minimize, it not go completely eradicate, but it will minimize the police brutality. And now, one of my brother talk about the schooling. Let we do the similar thing where they happen here. Let them get district boards where they control the education system. And then board members the local people them for elect them people where they head the school district board. So where the local people elect them people so all the central government go do now is for they sit down with the board and some thinking they for make sure say they not engage in corrupt practices, embezzle the government sponsor of funding, then go get within and call inspectors them. We periodically can inspect for make sure say things then they go well now each district. So when you do that, guess what? If you the central government, you call a meeting and say, okay, well, as a country, let we try for implement this particular initiative for make sure, say, from class 1 to whatever period, picking them the not pay school fee. Guess what? It's easier for like them sell that kind of mentality there because it not going to be considered as a political initiative. It go considered as a countrywide initiative. But where the initiative come, because we not break them down, where we make the people directly involved in assessing the educational system, because if let's say then get it district board and that board they need to do well, that particular district, the way it can pattern general exams like WAEC and all that, then picking and they do terrible compared to other districts, They not get for think about, oh, this na me papa or this na me brother or uncle or whatever it is. Then go concern now about them picking them. So that will make them vote out the people that will go run the district school board. So this all they point to reducing the level of influence where the central government get for their essential services here. We can do that. We can do something similar to hospital, to the health sector, where you get different health authorities them across the country. Each province gets their own set of thing them. You, the government, you just there for make sure say every district adhere to certain standard where at a national level una don't set. So now that way they una go able assess whether or not particular district they follow in terms of increasing the level of health care where Salon people and they get. But what thing we they observe is the politicians them, for whatever reason, deliberately, they don't think about that. All them moral then they see them abroad now. And that separation of power. Yes, they talk say, like my brother say, oh, America democracy say, it's not perfect. But una see, Donald Trump not be willing for give up power. He not be willing at all. It be even openly that January 6, openly, it try for prevent Biden for take over. But guess what? Because they get separation of power with them believing, Donald Trump not be even need for be present for letting swear in Biden. And they don't make bayang like we President Bio, they not even publish the final results quick. They don't go swear in and all that. Waiting that for? That's they show clearly. Say you get distrust in the system. So because of that, nothing else happened wrong. Nothing wrong no happen. So quick it all run. The same thing again in 2018. In fact, now hotel then swear in. But let we take Liberia, we neighbors them. After we don't call the presidential elections, the swearing ceremony similar to America. It happened in January. Then conduct the election in November. So then give time for transition. And they not get to know and that. Say, oh, the president go change his mind and stuff like that. We are go change his mind. No. They get confidence in the system. And then they lacking na Sierra Leone. Look what APC brothers then do. Because they not get confidence in the system where they self help for create. They say then they go court for challenge the validity of the result. And you see how Sierra Leone will suffer now. So these are some of the crossroads of progress and the challenges where we they get, where we they face. The major challenge is the willingness. I strongly believe, say, with politicians, they're aware. They know. They know some of them, most of the solutions here. They know. But because they feel, say, they in their personal interest, not in the interest of the country, but their personal interest, they kick against it. Me family them, I be say we don't take last call, but I see Mr. Jalo Jamboria, they try for call. I be one for talk about the point where it be key, but maybe let I engage and smaller, we talk small. So I go take in call, and they una forgive me for that, but na special call, and una no say na one of the presenters then a VOS. Hello, Mr. Jamboria. Thank you so much for your call. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you have to engage me because I tease you, waiting you talk, and I don't mean for not to backstab you, but I just want again.
No, I not be even hearing that what you say, but I just want to make a contribution.
All
You
right. I mean, if you say
see,
that, that's called for. But
you are going back to the point that I've always been making.
yeah, I just want pause you small. I want to pause this small. Let I talk about waiting. I talk about we I reference you. I be always done the now this program now viewers they say all the presidents, all the leaders, them civilian leaders, they will don't get. I exclude Samilton Magai say him to me based on what I read about where it don't work in a different part of the country and for that humble way for promote things them and plenty other things they want not go name where it don't where do not that country they to me na exemplary leader. But apparently when I listened to a program last Sunday, you say the problem starts with a regime. So now down there I be reference say me see and differently. So I don't know if you get something for say enlighten we like engage you small and then I go allow you for make you contribution where you want for make. I
Well,
go ahead.
I can explain what I mean by what I been say.
Okay.
To put it in a simple form or in a simple way, the type of governance we'll get in Sierra Leone is very authoritarian. We have never had democracy. Let us stop fooling ourselves. Democracy is not about elections. It's a social way of thinking and a modus operandi where even you defend in the private sector. And it goes with tolerance, openness, and trust building. Okay? That word democracy, government of the people, for the people, by the people, that was coined as a colonizing balance. Democracy in its true sense allows openness. When a society is open, now you go get people them forget trust and confidence for participate. But when people raise their voice to criticize, you use force on them. That's authoritarian. Sam Milton, I blame him for the pathway he take because he was the first chief minister in 1963. He had 4 ministries under his government. As a matter of fact, I don't know whether not by accident or design, the issue and the mentality of one party state started there and then because the SLPP was given the onus to form a government excluding the Sierra Leone National Congress, when I've been the party of Bankole Bright and others. So the mentality say, when you win election, now you didn't have power, nobody know for talk, now they start. Then came the issue of independence. They went to London, they went to Lancaster House, because Shaka Stevens been say, "Let's get election before independence." Then there was this railway strike. Shaka Stevens was arrested in London and deported on the order of Sir Milton. On the day of election, Shaka Stevens and other people were in prison. So we never had democracy in Sierra Leone. We have always had an authoritarian regime. And of course, the issue of the behavior of the police force as a supporting factor for the implementation of force by a ruling government started immediately after the Hot Tax War, when the British could not get control over the protectorate. They formed the Bandajuma Frontier Force. And the Bandajuma Frontier Force was given the free hand to use impunity. Sierra Leoneans using impunity on Sierra Leoneans. So the culture of impunity developed from them. And this is what we have up to today. But the fact is, that recommendation say that we decentralize, because that's what you were talking about, will make us
Yes.
come on board.
Okay.
That recommendation say, "Let's decentralize." It's a political profit for Sierra Leone, but the politicians are so
covered with their power test that they cannot understand it. When you decentralize a country, all social factors where they inhibit participation, you they take care of them, because in every country, I don't care whether you talk about tribes or regions or communities, people born within certain areas have more trust in themselves than people born from outside the community. So
Yes.
that's the fourth advantage of decentralization. Decentralize, then you make trust into smaller communities, and then government will become more efficient. But when you decentralize, you give the cow, you hold the rope, you're not decentralized. When you read the decentralization law of Sierra Leone, now whitewash business, then give the cow to the councils them, then the central government hold the rope. We don't see several examples of the mayor of Freetown having issues with the Minister of Local Government or whatever they call that ministry today. Decentralization means give the people them the power for decide their own destiny, but within a national policy framework.
Yes.
Then the central government can devise a supervision mechanism. I will
Yes.
tell you, in the case of Norway, where I live, we have 3 levels of decentralization. First is the provincial government. We get provincial governors. Then we get provincial parliaments. Then you
Yes.
get, instead of chiefdoms, we get what they call municipalities. Each
Yes.
municipality is headed by a mayor. Every municipality in Norway has the power to regulate a lot of policies, and they control from kindergarten up to junior secondary school, but within the national educational framework, policy framework. The government gives them the money, but they ensure that the work is done. They don't give money to a municipality in one part, then take contractor from another part for can do the contract. Then they allow people within the municipality for do the contract. That way, you encourage wealth creation and distribution. But when you get a government where everybody within a one political party now, then they get all the contracts, irrespective of the part of the country where they, then you they cause a lot of problems. So if we're ready for make Sierra Leone stable, as I have always said it, it's time the intellectual step up. Now we get a national conference, we'll go get a roadmap for Sierra Leone, look at issues critically, we go suit with culture and with sociology. Governance is not about importing policies. It's about using those policies that meet your cultural and social and even psychological requirements. And above all, it's the human resource that should be in focus, because development is not about roads and buildings. It's about the human resources ability to produce goods and services and consume them. That's what
All
development
right.
is about, and we need to understand that.
Well said. Well, unfortunately, we don't run out of time, but I hope no more say. I don't know waiting on our topic for tomorrow if you get for join Mr. Shilon, but you go nice for long pick up on this because Sierra Leone, for whatever reason, we did drift in the wrong direction. We really did drift in the wrong direction. People learn so much, don't focus on APC and SLPP instead of the development of the country. Every country get challenges, but waiting can make them different from with the challenges that way they go through is then can tackle them challenges then they together as one
Yes.
country. But we don't challenges them. We dey even make them more challenging for tackle because of the divisive politics we were engaging. And now it not only they affect the people them we based in a salon, we the diasporas themselves it affect we because we supposed for be the brain children of Boko of them policies then they because we don't go out. We don't see different other policies them how do they work. We for able bring that back to Saloon and see how they can implement them policies then they. But now the politics of division don't even affect we that now every Salon community tension day way supposed to be that way day. So I want to forgive the last word. You definitely don't. I'm not going to talk much again because you don't handle most of the things that will be there for conclude for promote the decentralization and how we can do them because I be just don't talk about the policing let them do them by like how you say municipality and then you get the central now because we not get states then but we get districts so then cable do them by municipality by district you get municipal police you get district police and you get central police so then they can work na salon we not get for be additional police people when they hire, but let them just maybe the current police system. I don't know what you think. I will give you the last word. The current police system then be able for identify the people that will live in a certain municipality and make them begin report now under the mayor and maybe call them different name, like Freetown Police, for example, Bo Police, Kenema Police, that kind of thing. There. So I don't know what you think. And now at the district level, we can call them now district like instead of we say Bo City Police, it will be now the province, like say or the district, whichever way, or we can make themselves like the four regions, them regional police. Like you get the western area, you get the northern province, southern province, and the eastern province. We call them four divisions then they, or them four regions then they, as regional police. Where if any escalation they within the city, then cable call the regional police them for quell the situation. So I don't know what you make of that because we need for give solution now. I will give us your last word, sir, and I do
There
appreciate.
are there are
Thank you.
several ways we can reform the police. We can still get the national police, but we ensure that anybody they serve within an area or a locality when an area of back. There is one thing about the human being. Wherever you were born and grew up, you get more moral and ethical commitment to that area. Even in we public service, with civil service, it will be in our best interest if civil servants serve in the area of their birth. Anybody who born in a western area, if he serve in a western area, he gets a more deeper moral commitment to seeing progress in the western area. Person who born in Kailaun, he gets a more moral commitment to seeing progress in Kailaun. We get for find a way for use with diversity to our advantage. You can get a national police force, but you get people serving in their areas of birth. They understand the area more, they understand the people, they understand their mentality or the local culture. They will be able to deal with those issues in a more humane way than when you go take somebody we born Kailan for go be police na Cambia. Sometimes something when I'm family issue, not able to understand them. You go treat them.
I get quick question to that. That way we put
Okay.
I understand the point where you tell
That's
for
just
make now.
one way I'm saying.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah,
what you say is
yeah.
wrong.
I just want to take a little bit up on that. That way
Mhm.
they do it go be problematic. Here is why.
How?
Because it go encourage discrimination. So to me,
I don't think so.
yeah, because if you say at the national level, you they work as like salon police, but
Mhm.
based on you bath and they say, okay, well you go serve na this side.
No, they're not
At,
they say so. Then they give each area the power for make them get their young picking them for work day.
so now that make it essential for switch the authority to the locale, to the municipality. So the municipality now, any Sierra Leonean, you don't necessarily need for born a place. If you don't stay there for too long, you apply. Then they will be one of the criteria. Say if you
Okay,
don't leave
okay,
that area,
okay. Now I
yes,
see your point. Is that it's
exact,
not about issue of birth, it's about
yes,
issue of where you have been integrated.
exactly. And the same thing with the
See your point. It's
politics.
not about birth. I can be
Yes,
born in Freetown, but because I don't go live Kabbalah for long, I'm
yes,
integrated in the Kabbalah community. I get moral commitment there. I
exactly.
see your
More than
point. It's
yes,
right. These are just what we they say so. Now, one of several approaches. The one where you
yes,
talk about force is also in place. But we cannot do these things if there is not the will to do it. And it's
yes,
high time the intellectuals of Sierra Leone begin participating in the governance of the country. After all,
yes,
it's the intellectuals that become politicians. When you're outside politics, if you can form a think tank, form it, get the government to listen to you. Every voice matter. Little drops of water makes the ocean. If Sierra Leone is not progressing, we have to begin to ask ourselves, who is responsible? And the answer is all of us.
all right. Well, again, we left them at that. I get a comment in the section, I mean, at the screen, where say the top to bottom approach does not work. For me, I kind of go flip them, say if I'll be bottom up, not to top down, because that top down now don't
They
they
would
do.
prefer we get a synchronicity between the two.
Okay, okay, that's fine. To me, the point what they make Naya is let them give power to the localities, like the
Yes.
municipalities.
But
Let
it
them give
has to be
power.
supervised and controlled.
Yes. So the central government, and I will just talk about that before I bring you in. Say they can get even with the schools, they can able to get district school boards, but let them
Yes.
get inspectors them when are central like national inspectors, we go able for go assess whether or not
Yes.
them the national standard of the country instead of we they politicize this whole education because if we don't
If
get
you
a
give the
special
district the ability for make their own road, the central government for get people for go ensure say the road construction meets the quality.
yes. And even them bosses yourself, I don't talk about them as well. Them bosses, them the governments, to me, in my opinion, well, if I put me economics at, they're not get no business for by bosses them for the public. They don't get business doing that. All they can need for do is like the school picking them. Government not get business for by school boss they even or either. Then forget district like the district schools. The district people are now and get district bosses where they forget local people and where they contract then thing and day. So the government now they oversee the funding aspect of it. So if it
Exactly.
break down, we see say like one term, for example, this particular private company where they give this contract to handle and well, it easier, it cheaper for change them than if the boss then broke down government people and they thief the parts them, they thief the fuel and stuff. It's very expensive for government. So now that make the private sector now then model and they work now yeah where each district you get the district boss them the school they kind of lays with them boss people and they for make sure say they report directly to the board and stuff.
It's
But
the
anyway,
same model we have here in Norway, sir.
okay. So and I strongly believe so with politicians they are aware of their models here. But like how you
The
talking
only
about
thing
the
we on the school picking them every term, then they give them a free ticket, where then they use for the rest of the term. But you get time where they use them.
yes.
Early morning for go school, then when you come out school up to about 6 p.m. Beyond 6 p.m., that ticket is not valid. You have to pay for yourself. And of course, the ticket now electronic tickets, now mobile app.
And I don't know about the
Everything
mobile.
is regulated.
Yeah, but we SEF is similar na Canada, and I believe say in the US as well. And gets
Yes.
that them functionalities then they. So, but in any case, I want to tell you, Boku, thank you, sir, and I wish we go able to get more interaction and let we able for bounce off each other in terms of idea how we will push Salongo before, but clearly. To me, the number one thing we are seeing a huge challenge now the willingness from politicians them for make things then work because they want.
I will put it simply. We need to decolonize our mentality. We are still working on the colonial autocratic framework and lying to ourselves that we have democracy.
I wish I would get time because I be really want to pick up on that.
Now
Say,
we'll go talk about that. We'll talk about that in another program.
exactly. I go try. It just happened almost with me regular program and not I can and to I cannot late. But I go
Not
gladly
a
for the
problem. Not a
I
problem.
go
I'll take
gladly
back
like
whenever I get a chance.
okay, like them program here. Anytime I feeling for Matilda, I go try for ask if you're available for join me because I really want for like because so thinking they let we just discuss. Let people know say na VOSF we can disagree. So we not get anything where they say where we come now one particular angle we they look at things. We they look at things differently. But for me, I strongly believe in democracy and the Western, the modern democracy. I don't feel say it just go fit the West. I don't buy that. I don't agree with that at all. I believe say again, Ghana, the president, he articulates that point there, and I agree with 100%. If we look at the concept itself, if we're able to improve Salon and Africa, not a Whitman democracy.
Democratic behavior is part of our culture.
Yes.
But we've left our culture, we've lost our identity. We take things that we will not understand because we had a way where them be introduced to we for control feeling that we were uncontrollable. As a matter of fact, governance, education, not to the West can go to Africa. How many people do know that the first human rights law was written during the Mali Empire? It's called Kurukan Fuba. The document is there, and the place where it was written is now a UNESCO heritage place. I would find the document next time I'm coming here. I would have you people put it online.
Okay.
Kurukan Fuba was the first human rights law written under the Mali Empire. We've lost our identity. That's why we're doing everything wrong. We want to be people that we are not.
Yeah, and Mr. Jamboria, it looked like say the program down the switch, but we'll get for Kotam, yeah. Just one last thing. So somebody post. I think it is understandable. He asked a question. He said, "Do we really want to create the Mende Police, Timni Police, Limba Police Executive?" So I think he misunderstands the point.
He misunderstands me because he didn't think that way. We didn't talk about geographical location, not to ethnic position.
Exactly.
If you've gone na Kamakwe, the people of Kamakwe know you, you get more moral commitment and ethical commitment there. If you born
Yes.
a Boedu, the people of Boedu know you, you get more moral commitment and ethical commitment. It's not about tribe. It's about
Exactly.
where your loyalty lies.
Exactly. Just like our way till they do so, we born a
Yes.
salon. So
Yes.
we don't come now, like me, don't live abroad for over 20 years. So, but yet, in fact, I don't spend most of my adult years now abroad. But guess what? Now, salon business, I did spend so much time for talk about so I
Exactly.
do salon. So because of our bonding, so I get that special bond and
Exactly.
commitment. So now that day we dey try for talk about me, brother
Not
Peter.
about
Not
tribes
so
or
not
regions.
you get Mende, Timni, Limba, now Freetown. You get all them.
Exactly. That was exactly what I wanted to say. You get
Yeah,
people away come up from other tribes where born and grew up in Freetown, then committed to
exactly.
Freetown.
Exactly. So as a result of that, you will get a mixture of different tribes them now that Freetown Police Force. So my
Exactly.
brother, like how Mr. Jamboria says so, but I'm glad the way you asked the question because it looked like saying a young way where you did think, but not to that now we interpretation, not to that we they talk, and that make we need for go past this whole tribal thing. Let we think about how we dey improve that country dey. Mr. Jamboree, I want to tell you boku boku thank you, sir, for where you join the program tonight. And an honor for let you make as always. I can learn a lot from you and Mr. Shilon and Matilda and all the presenters there, Mr. Mengot. So now privilege for where you join me on this call. But I go try anytime I feeling for Matilda or any other person, I go try for bring you in the afternoon. So we go able for kind of discuss issues them and let people fully understand what thing we stand for now VOS. So on
Okay,
behalf
sir.
of
Thank
everybody,
you very much, sir.
yeah, thank you very much, sir, and have a
Yes, so
great day.
good night or good
Good
afternoon.
night. Yeah, good night. God bless. Take care, sir. Bye bye. So, my family, that's now Mr. Jallo, a boy, Jallo Jamboree, we're all familiar with. And I just engage him with some of the solutions them how we go able for address the challenges them we salon get. I not talk it about the economic aspect, but I just talk about first the structural aspect of things because the structure now right in the first place. And Liberia, Salon population big past Liberia, where some people then go say, but Salon small. Salon population big past Liberia. But Liberia then get two houses. Then get the House of Representative, we a parliament, then get the Senate, we now the upper chamber of parliament. So the House of Representative now the lower chamber, but then get upper chamber, we now the Senate. Small Liberia, where Salon population past Liberia. So Liberia then population the last time we I checked now over 5 million, less than 6 million. Salon population now don't pass 8 million. So meaning that if Liberia they do and recently the current president a day on very tight fire right now in the sense that it want for go beyond like it want for neglect something we recently then passed as a form of law we then call inclusion. So every county now Liberia forget cabinet position, so they don't pass that every day in writing. So, but the current president now will just take over the cabinet way it try for put together. Then see say the appointments them about 80%. The last time I read the news, about 80% of the people that we don't pick now in cabinet, then they're concentrated within few counties. I think about 5 or 6 counties. We then get over 10 counties then get, I think, probably 15 counties, if I'm not mistaken. So you they see, say, the power don't begin skew towards few counties instead of you spread them. So, and people, even in supporters, them, not like that at all. And they don't speak up. So that now one of the ways then that salon self need for go. Now there another direction the salon need for go. Let we try for reduce the power of the central government. Let we spread them so every Sierra Leonean go feel important where it come decision making. And like that, education, the policing, the healthcare, and plenty other areas them also we can able for decentralize. And then they go even attract people them for no come na free tongue for position or for power for job, then go stick na the province because they know say the police force where Bo get the city of Bo, it based on the people that we don't establish na Bo. Not so by you tribal, but we don't establish Nabu. You don't necessarily even need for bonding. But if you don't establish, you get the community at heart, definitely you get a chance for be part of that police force day. So if we implement that, me famble them, boku of the intention here go minimize. And we're not going to allow the politicians them for corrupt then forces then they. So we they talk about the institutions them for be in the interest of the country, salon institutions, enough for be SLPP institution, enough for be APC institution, enough for be NGC or C4C institution, if for be salon institution, regardless of whose party then a power. We not foresee much difference in the police force na Bo. We not foresee much difference in the police force na Moyamba. We not foresee much difference in the police force na Potloko or the one na Makeni. So we suppose foresee a straight standard across the country. But because of politics, we dey see how that example I give from the beginning. That student, the way how police handle the student protest. Now, Bo during APC, it be different from the way how they go handle them na McKinney. So under this government, we don't see the difference between how they handle protests na McKinney, Bombali district versus how they handle the protest now the city of Kenema inside Kenema district. So we need for stop that if we want for the salon progress. So I want to say Boku thank you on behalf of Matilda. We una listen to the program tonight. And let God bless una with una family. I be promise say I want to talk about one particular feature where go benefit we regarding the app. So I want to quickly just talk about that feature day, me fumble them, for let we get better understanding of that feature day, how we go to leverage on them. If we now notice, we don't pull that live chat because that live chat, the forum itself gets that ability there. So don't move then chat room then they to the forum now. And the other reason we make one for show una. So let log in to the forum and let walk on through. I hope so when they see this because I want to show the entire app. So this way you log in, you for able to see this. And when I see I log in as AKK when I'm initial 2024. And it say welcome back AKK 2024. So this menu part, now they the magic they play. Now they, if you click on them, you they see all the entire. You they see home, you they see content, you they see social, and you see about. But the two side where I want for let una pay more attention are the content. So when you click on the content, you they see frequently asked questions where they provide question and answers where you go able for benefit. And then the gallery section. So the gallery, not only pictures that you go post, but you go post videos them as well. However, in terms of the video, you get very limited room though. The video not for pass certain amount, like I think about 19 megabyte. So the video, if will be short video. So if we go now back to the menu, and then per that content there we see plenty of things then. But let we go back to the menu and let us show una the social. So the social part him more in terms of waiting I mean they talk about for let una see the chart. So by the social side, let I click on the home. Let me go back home. Usai I begin. And you click on the bottom, you see the social. When you click on the social, it will give all entire this calendar, it will show you, say, if you get bad, the DLVS no, so we'll give shout out and not go bad at all for let you share them. So if you click on calendar, you will see anniversary, appointment, birthday, general holiday, and all this now for give people a better understanding. Like pre-day, for example, a nice for let we commemorate then this, then the Christmas, we know say na the 25th, but pre-day now it vary. So you see here you can able for enter all them thing in there and where other people in Siam and VSF Siam we go able for recognize una. And this now one of the ways then this way we all they respect each other as Sierra Leoneans. So that way they you go feel say, you know what, VOS recognize me. VOS give me a shout out. So now that kind of thing they try for achieve accomplish now. Yeah. So aside from the calendar, so USA you able for see the chat room where I be create now that live chat. It then now that chat lobby. So when you click on chat lobby, you they see all the chat rooms them. So we get there now. You see, you get the DJs, music request, you get the general chat, you get the political and economic show, the salon issues show, the social media review show, and you get the we all na fumble show. And that show they go come very soon. And the person them we get for host that show they na Mr. Matilda, Sister Matilda, and Mr. Jalo Jamboria. Now then two get for host that show day. And I believe say on the team way Mr. Mr. Jamboria say, it go say more of this for that show day. But that show day will come every last Saturday of the month, beginning the end of this month. So una stay tuned for that show day. And if una get topics that we una want for let Matilda and Mr. Jamboria talk about, una just left message now this particular chat. So una see, so it show clearly the chat room. So previously that other one you're not able to see and clearly, but this one is very clear now. You can see the chat room. It says chat room. The we all na fumble show. So you not get for Missam. You didn't know who say the comment. You just left your comment, and when you left your comment, people then go able to see them, and they show when you be left the comment. Like even while we enter that chat room, it show when I be enter. So that's very good for like we able collaborate as one big family. Again, I go back to SLPP, their slogan. I really like that slogan. Their wish we for able Fenway we'll go make them as salon slogan. One country, one people. That's and then they will for concentrate on. But unfortunately, the politicians then get different interpretation of their slogans than they. But in any case, so these all then chat to me I don't create, and we go continue for create as we develop. We go create even private chat room where we go engage like people them way go come as guests and that type thing. We go make it easier for communicate. So we go create all that. But for now, all them chat room if una watch, it go show public beside them, meaning that every member of VOS watch, but you get for let you get access to them though, you get for open an account, and for open account now free. So that's now one of the benefits them of this VOS forum. So the other thing we also modify now the community. We get what we call VOS community. So that VOS community now so it look a turn now. For right now though, we try for make una get more functionality, and we plan for do more with this particular one because we want for like una get the ability or chance for like una able for talk to we and for call for just like Facebook. Now that thing they we try for mimic. If una don't tire with Facebook, like me, I really tire for do my own personal things them on Facebook because the thing them we they go through too much, and the changes them and all that a art for keep up with. So now we don't come with one way FIBA Facebook, but not the VOS version. So we want for una really use this and let we all push Salongo before. And what thing I go do very quickly, I go just log in as AKK, not as admin, but I go log in as AKK. Let I just show una an example of waiting how much you can able do. Yeah. So let I log in as AKK 2024 because I don't set up my account already. So I go encourage you now set up an account as well. I did get error message. So apparently Italic say I do this with as the admin. Well, I log in as admin. Yeah, on a patient with me. I just went for showing this functionality. I get too many as I put them together. I get too many password and stuff. But in any case, I will come back to it. Maybe next program, I will sort of give a clear indication for whatever reason. It look like say the username way I be put together. Look they come through. So I will get for revisit that and then get back to una. I don't know why they come through, but in any case, if una log in, if we don't log in before this whole thing, but if una log in, una go notice say you get boku things the way they do. You can able invite a friend. I will go through similar one, but this one I go check me login information where I be try for use because for the admin you get a different link where you go where you supposed for use, not to the general one. But I be feel say I be don't set up one as non-admin where I go use for demonstrate. But in any case, I go encourage you now for let una log in and let una self sort of go through let una explore, and if una get anything where una want for like we show in addition or a function where una feel say will be of benefit to the community, let we know. We go, if possible, we go embed that function there and we continue for strengthening the community, the Salone community together, both Salone and the diaspora, because this will give you opportunity also for interact with people that we based in Salone, because then self can open an account where if it just people like Facebook, it's just unfortunate that in the interest of time, I know we'll get time for open a new account. So, but next, maybe on Thursday, when I come back, or maybe Mr. Shilon and program tomorrow at the end, I go try for walking through an example, a demonstration of this VOS quote and unquote Facebook page, Facebook-like page. Of VOS. It's so fascinating. I sure soon I go get them for my voice. Say I really fascinated by this social media we VOS put together for mimic Facebook and for give people the opportunity for share their videos, share their story, share their blogs, their ability for let we all benefit from them and let we sort of exchange ideas. So I go tap here and again now for telling a boku thank you on behalf of Matilda and the entire VOS. For say boku thank you to una. Let God bless una with una family. Let God bless VOS presenters them as they give them time for just no more. Let we push the country go before. And above all, dear, let we know so I know say very tempting for swear the politicians them. But guess what? If we swear them, that swear go all salon because now then they rule the country. So if them put together a crappy policy, it affects the country because the country in the end go suffer. And that make a really want for appeal to we all. Say we they see the presidents they go to China as much as we they talk about development and all that. But let we be careful again as to how they sign some of them contracts. Then they let we not repeat the mistake we and Escoma do or regarding the toll gate. We all know saying a bad contracts that one day. A bad deal down there for Salon. So, but if we not speak up, we say, oh well, when the other governments come, then go able for expose that. But guess what? It go don't be too late, and we don't want that. For be in a situation we're not going to reverse because a legally binding. So let me try for prevent that. Finally, the country where we all call Mama Salon, where you, me, we cherish. There, let we not ask what in Salon go do for we. Let we ask what we can do for Salon. In my little way, how I go able help Salon for go before. And at that way they do not VOS so. So you self try for challenge yourself and ask that question there. Waiting you go do for Salon, where Salon go push go before. So until Thursday, where I go see una back, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say una tata, una stay tuned tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be 8 p.m. Salon time and UK time. Until tomorrow, I want to go join Mr. Shilon and either Mr. Jamboria or Mr. Mengot. For me and on behalf of VOS, I want to say again, thank you and unatata.